16 is going to be called 9. Called 9 in the section match. So let's give it up for our two players, Matt Rezendes and Run 2. All right, players, begin.
And Mike, you have these guys both out of Division 3.
Yes.
Which is borderline CB class, if you were comparing it to other tours, or the old BCA rankings. And it's truly an international affair tonight, where you have Matt Rezendes representing New England and Massachusetts, and Run Su, Daniel Su from Shanghai, China, currently residing in North Providence, Rhode Island.
Yeah, I mean, both of these players are definitely pretty close. And when I say close, I don't mean very friendly. I mean, they are friendly with each other. But as far as their skill and speed goes, this match could go either way. I'm not sure if you were aware that this is a matchup between the second and third place finishers in the 2017 Budweiser Classic right here at Snookers.
I was aware. I actually qualified for that event myself. Run actually put me in the loser's side in one of the qualifying sets, and I had to battle my way back to get into the tournament, and I didn't do as well as these men. I did make the final 16, but these boys played excellent that day and totally earned the accolades and the cash that day that went along with how well they played.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just really excited to see both of these guys, just getting some kind of prestige. I mean, they did great. We did live stream the Bud Classic there, but I just love when players, especially at this level, get that prestige. I mean, they both work hard at their game. Matt, I'm not sure if you're aware, but Matt actually owns a beautiful diamond table, and he puts in time. He definitely does.
Yeah, and it shows with his finishes in recent tournaments, the New York City 8-Ball, the Bud Classic, obviously, and a lot of the local tours. He's always in the mix and always in good shape to get the cash. Played a good safety there. Kind of snookered half the ball here from Run. He's going to have to kick.
Fantastic kick by Run. That's something that Run's really been trying to work on as of late. So really happy to see that he's putting those things into effect there. So we got a 40-player field in tonight's tournament.
Yeah, that's a good
pretty good. We've actually had about that every week, to be honest.
And he kind of chased the 9 there.
Yeah, I mean, it is called 9, so if he was going to intentionally try to make it, I think you would have seen some sort of a call out there. But
so we're gonna have to keep an eye on that, where they point, when they point, because that could be that could come up.
Yeah, it could.
He did call it here.
Yeah, that definitely could. He could change things for sure.
He definitely called the 9 here, and he gave it a good shot there.
Nice
pocketed
shot.
It well.
Nice run.
And that's a good start there. We're gonna mark a bead here for Run Su. For an early 1-0 lead. And Run's been working on all facets of his game. Like you said with the kick shots, he's been working on his safeties, he's been working on the break. He's putting time and effort in daily to advance his skill level. And I hopefully it shows tonight. Because the kid can perform and he can pocket balls with the best of them.
Yeah, Run's strong suit is definitely pocketing balls. I mean, he can just cut a ball in like nobody's business.
Yeah, shot maker.
Yeah, he just cuts balls in like crazy. As far as Matt goes, he's definitely going to excel as far as like the moving goes. He's no slouch when it comes to safety play, and he can definitely move the cue ball around. he's definitely a strong player in that suit. But this is just going to be a really, really interesting match between these guys.
I noticed when I watch Matt play, when he gets in line, when he sees the pattern, he can move the cue ball with very good precision to his next spot. He's speed perfect a lot of the times when he's in the pattern. Good break here from Run. He pocketed a ball, and he has him look at the one at least to play a safety up the table. And that's what he did. He got tucked in behind the 5 there.
Nicely executed there.
Yeah, and left him close to the rail where queuing's going to be an issue.
Let's see what he's really looking at here.
Yeah, he's got
a one rail kick. He can hit right around where that chalk is, maybe a little higher there, and he can definitely contact the one ball, just one rail there.
If he does go that way, he will have to watch out for the scratch, but I think he'll be able to navigate it if he decides to play it that way. I don't see a 2-rail kick because that is blocked by the 5. Yep, and he made a nice kick there. Well, now does Run fire at it? And that's a yes. He hit it good. Looks like he's in line with the 3 here. Let's get a quick overhead.
And the only issue I really see here is that 6, 8, 9 little jumble over there.
Yeah, it's a little funky.
I'm sure he's going to be able to manipulate something over there.
Well, he got a pretty straight angle, and he's on the rail. Looks like he can navigate to that same side of the table with a 1-rail play, avoiding the side pocket. He hit it pretty good.
Nice shot. Beautiful shot. Now this is where it's going to come, this is where it's going to show right here. This is the decider right here. Does he try to bump into it? Does he try to avoid it and try to manipulate shooting the 7? Or
I think he may just stop it right there and play the 7 around. Yeah, he's thinking about it.
Got a little issue with our Wi-Fi for this moment. We had a storm a few weeks back.
Oh, he hit that real good. It's on the right side of the 7 ball. A little close to his work here, but looks like he can just skid it and stay behind that 8 ball at the angle he's looking at there. I like his demeanor at the table already. Showing a real professional demeanor. He's calm. He's moving around the table kind of methodically. I don't think that goes by the 9. He tried to play into it.
Now we're definitely going to see some sort of a
called 9, maybe.
Well, I mean, I think he kind of has to do something there. I mean, he doesn't have to, but it's early on in the match. If it was later on in the match, maybe he was back against the wall, maybe you'd see something. But I think maybe he's going to just maybe
distance.
Yeah, just try to create the distance. I mean, if he's comfortable with the carom shot, then he's going to go with it. But
looks like he's playing safe.
He is
using the 9 ball to try and block the 8 from that way. He's hitting it. Again, I like the demeanor. He's not rushing into the shot. He's taking a look at every option.
And he leaked out. He hit it a little too hard.
Yeah, gave him that an opportunity here to take advantage. Run just shook his head as he goes back to his chair. A little disappointed in that result. Matt made a a safe play there. Didn't sell out the rack. Created distance. Tried to get the 9-ball in the game, but a little firm. I think Run will play the 8 all the way down the table and try to get the 9 in the game here. And no, he really misplayed that there. And left Matt a great opportunity here.
All right, table number 8, Joe Dupuy, Kevin for Chinnon.
Early in the set here, I think this is a big 2-ball out. Even though it's a 2-ball out here, Matt has to get himself established here and make the out. Maybe hit that great. It looks like he's going to even this up here. And the patience by Matt there to play the safety pays off. He marks his bead. He's on the board. And we got both players in the set with the game on the board at 1-1.
I'm really happy that you mentioned that. Something that is another one of Matt's strong suits. He's got just like a fighter mentality where like he won't give up. He could be down in a set. He could be down in a set literally, hill to 0, and he would play just as hard as the first 2 racks.
Yeah, that's a winner.
Yeah, absolutely. He's definitely, he's just got that warrior mentality, and that's definitely helpful, especially when you're putting your stuff on the line like this.
Well, it earned him that game because there was a real risky cut there, or a bank shot that he could have pocketed, but instead he decided to put his opponent back on the table with another I dare you kind of safety shot. And it paid off, where Run made a little bit of an error there, and Matt's advantage.
Yeah, I mean, Run maintained control pretty much the whole time, and then right when it came down to that little, safety game, that's where Matt excelled and Run showed a little lack there. But that's why this is going to be such a great match. They both have strong suits in different types of areas of the game. So sure. Really excited to see these guys. So, Kevin. What do you think about what's been going on for Wednesday night action here? I mean,
I love it. Now, me personally, I've been in a commitment to where I'm doing not only my day job, but I also had committed to a real good friend of mine to show up at another venue for Wednesdays, but I still come early enough to check out who's in the room and
just see what's happening.
Yeah, absolutely.
See what's going down,
and see who's favored that night, and what the buzz is, and how many players have already signed up, and to hit balls with a couple guys and chew the fat. And it's been great. It's just excellent. Like, you see guys that are coming out every week, and the game's getting stronger and stronger, and they're playing better 8-ball because of it. They're playing,
They're just getting in the room better players. The professional there, I think the whole room's getting better. Yeah, I mean, I feel like when you see what's going on, as far as this, this group of players, whatever you want to call it, this dojo,
yeah,
so to speak, it's really nice to just see how people, how they get, their stuff going. I mean, it's just, you have so many different areas that come to this one place, and we give them a place to to show their stuff. But on top of showing their stuff, they get to interact and get the other information. Like having two different teams sharing their game secrets or their strategies. I mean, you're definitely going to just see the level of information through the roof, and the players are just going to get better. I do travel to some of the, I don't want to call them lower end tournament, I don't know, lower level tournaments or whatever you want to call, the handicap stuff. And I go to a lot of those events, and, I'm there, one, to support pool and to support the rooms. That's first and foremost. But I'm also there to educate the players. And I like to kind of show them the light, if you will. Show them what the whole full spectrum can be. And they're really appreciative of it. And just tonight we have a new player, Mr. Alan Baglini. He's usually a small table player playing in handicap events. He's probably a lower spectrum player, but he had no idea that this type of pool world existed.
Right.
And now that he does know, his eyes are lit up like he's like, oh my God, I can't even believe this. How is this possible? I had no idea. And now he just feels like, wow, I wish I knew this, before.
Not to interrupt you, and your thought and your point is poignant, and it's prevalent in the room. You see it with many players, but Run made a real good play there.
Oh, yeah.
He really kind of dug deep there and sent them on the bottom rail. That's going to have to come with a shot here. Looks like a 2-rail kick. I just missed it.
And a little bit slower speed, I think he would have made contact there.
Or say he hit it a little thin.
Yeah, he hit it a little thin. Yeah, didn't hit it. But yeah, I'm just really happy of what we're seeing in the room as of late and in the scene in general. I mean, just all of the different pool tours and leagues and everything. We're just seeing a lot of extra support these days, and I'm doing what I can to help that.
All right, doing a great job, Mikey. All right, Run's got a decision here. Play the 3 up in the corner and draw, or he can play it in the side and draw as well. Looks like he played it all the way up, and he's going to be able to maybe try to put Matt on 2 here with a little stop right behind that 9-ball. Yeah, he did good there. Another good play from Run. So we'll give you the overhead here to see if that's fully eclipsed. But I don't think so. I think Matt can at least, he looks like he's picking at it. And he got a good firm hit there, so he avoided the second foul. And it looks like the 8 got in the game here. I don't know. Run's looking at it like he can pocket it straight. He may have to swerve it. He's queuing it up with a little inside, so he may be curving this. Oh, he hit it.
What's going to happen over there? Click, click.
What's going to happen is he got a little fortunate to bump that 7. Even though the 6 is sitting in the side, it still makes it a little tricky. Matt's got
a pretty open table here. I mean, as long as he can pocket this 4 and get above the 6 in some way, then he's going to be okay.
And
he just needs to get above that 6 ball.
Just your nerve too with that straight in, and there's your classic Ray Max scratch right there. If you're watching out there, we kind of got a nickname for that one in this pool room where it hits that top rail and scratches in the side. Name it after.
Yeah, we called it the Ray Max scratch.
Yeah, it's a Mackey scratch.
It's kind of funny that you mentioned that. Whenever that happens to me, I look around and I say, I knew it. There's Ray. He was right there. He's like a magnet. He draws it right in there and scratches.
Well, this here, we would call this a Cosmo, but when you got that much money on the line, it tends to tighten you up a little bit. And Run, rather than going fluid with his run out, he had a little hiccup there. It didn't stay down and kind of banged it into the rail. And we haven't brought up the difficulty of this table. I think all those who have played on it know that there's some quirks to it, and that's one of them. If you hit anything to the side rail, it's not staying. It's going to pop out.
Most definitely.
Or if you play to the middle on one, you got more of a tendency to pocket it.
Adam Blair and Bill Keenan, that's on 10. Table 12, Sweet Money, Derek Morgado. Sweet Money, Derek Morgado, table 12.
I'm going to just turn that ringer right off because I do not want to hear that anymore. So, Kevin, I heard, throughout the room, however you want to say it, that, either guy has a lot of action on the side. I mean, there was action through the roof on Rezendes, and there was action through the roof on Run Run. And what that tells me is that we set up a good match here.
Yeah, it's when you get, that's the Vegas dream, when you get guys and opponents that have mutual fan bases, and belief from those fan bases. You get action on both sides. So yeah, the book's not too upset with this matchup here.
No. I mean, there was action flying on either guy.
And Run settles in behind.
A little hard, but that's going to be okay. He's more than capable of bucketing
game
that
of
ball.
angles, and he's more than capable. Again, he did yip the 7 with this kind of look, but Run put that one away as expected, and with a couple ball in hands there that he earned, he gets the beat, takes a 2-1 lead.
All right, Run takes a small lead, 2-1.
I could see this going seesaw, back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah, I could definitely see that happening. Most definitely. I could see that happening.
There may be it's like college basketball, pulls a game of runs, and one guy catches gear and puts a package together, and will the other guy answer?
Just wanted to remind everyone that we are currently broadcasting from Snookers in Providence, Rhode Island. That's that beautiful room that we're in right now. They are playing on that front right table. That is the party room right there.
I'm going to have to grab Mike's attention here. As always, he's
There's
always
the beautiful
doing
bar right there.
17 things at once. Mr. Adam Blair is questioning who his opponent is in the other room here regarding the
yeah, all right. We're gonna take care of that.
main tournament that Mikey runs every Wednesday here. Race to 3 in that tournament, alternating break.
Emil Keenan, table 10. Emil Keenan, table 10, please.
Run, checking the rack. And he has been practicing his breaks. He really has. He's been practicing everything about his game, but this is one of the things in 9-ball especially that matters. Controlling that cue, popping the wing ball, depending on which way you want to break.
Yeah, I mean, they can break from anywhere behind the head string in this matchup here.
He went with the one on the side, and he got a really good break there.
Yeah, that's a nice layout there. I mean, I don't like that 4-8 combination there. You can get a little funny there with the 5 ball up the table and whatever, but nonetheless, definitely an open table.
What he's been working on is pocketing that ball and getting a look. Pocketing that ball, getting a look, and I think he executed perfectly.
Yeah, I like that, most of the players that we see in this room, in this dojo, like we were saying, they're all students of the game. They're not just
study it.
Yeah, they work at things, and they listen to the information that gets sent their way, and they actually pay attention. It's like, hey, I noticed that you have trouble making a ball on the break. Oh, okay, well, maybe I should work on my break. Mm-hmm. Not just, oh, well, I just had a bad night, or, giving excuses or whatever you want to say. I mean, a lot of players do that, but in this room, you tell someone, hey, I noticed this, or hey, this is something I feel you might want to work on. They actually say, oh, okay.
let me see if I can do that. Who's good to work with me on that, or
And Run just showed one of his skills there with the ball pocketing and shot making. Got a little unfortunate. It looked like that 4 was going to roll down table for him, and leaves him this bank safe, looks like, on the 5. But it looks like he didn't control the speed of both balls out well, and left Matt pretty much a Cosmo. If that does get by the 9, I don't know if it does. With the overhead, it looks like that 9 is in the game, but it could be a fairly simple safety.
Yeah, I don't know if he looks like he's just going to drop behind the 7 ball.
Fairly simple safety. I mean, it's not lock-up safe, but
even so, it's something where you have to think it's not a cut and dry, hey, this is how I'm going to play this, and you get an easy roll at the game. But
right now, Run might take a swing at this. He is an aggressive player, but if he's smart here, he ducks.
And I got to say, though, while he's been playing this match, it seems like he's taken it, pretty serious. I mean, he's not going to cry over spilled milk, if you know what I mean, but he's definitely taking it seriously.
Oh, he is. His demeanor is different than you would see him in in something for play.
Yeah, exactly. You see him kind of eyeing it up. I mean,
I've seen him take swings at these.
Yeah, he might do that. I mean, but like I said, he really wants to show something here, and so does Matt. They both want to show that they can shoot the lights out. You know what I mean?
Well, I think he went against his own instinct there, and he tried to play the safe. I think he got away with it, because this is not tailor-made here. And Matt, just like he did earlier,
trying to control,
separates the ball.
Yep.
Puts the ball in Run's court, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Now I see this a lot I watch a lot of snooker, and I see this thin hit and put it back to balk a lot. And Run did it pretty well right there, as long as he avoids the scratch. That's a good shot.
Now he did give Matt the opportunity to pocket the 5 ball there. I mean, he can definitely make this ball. But then again, 5 ball, cue ball is going to clip off the 7 ball, send him over to the side rail.
Yeah, and then you kind of lose your cue ball.
Yeah, right. I mean,
it's
really just
like
whatever
bumper,
he's comfortable with.
It's going to run into the 6 maybe. I mean, this is tough. Run made a good shot there.
And he's just going to lay up just like that. Not taking any chances here.
And there's the fighter mentality in him. He lives to fight another shot.
Absolutely. So, for those of you that could not make it down tonight, we got a pretty full house aside from the tournament. A lot of folks came down to watch these guys match up. I mean, I want to say we've got at least 10 or 12 spectators in addition to the 40 plus that came down.
Yeah, there's about 20 on the rail just watching.
All right, let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. All right, we got a spectator pool of about 25. What do you think?
Yeah,
something like that, 25, 30 folks, something like that. Really happy about the support. And not just for what we're doing, but just for the players in general. Some of the players here, or some of the spectators, I should say, they play with Run in the league, or they play with Matt in other tournaments or leagues, and they came to just support their teammate or their buddy, whatever you want to say, and we really like that.
Now, he got on the wrong side of this here, a little too much draw. He's kind of a little sick about it, but he can bump into the 9 and probably sit behind the 7. He went behind the 9 and tried to play safe. I think he got a little piece of that 9 ball in the game. Not much, but it is going to affect either the decision to go for the combination or the carom play. Matt, again, just content with bumping the ball, separating them, and letting Run get to the table with a tough decision here. I mean, if he wants to get real cute, he can try to play the 6 ball and then leave the cue behind the 9, but that brings the 6 out in front of the corner, and if he doesn't get behind that 9, Matt's going to have a real good look.
You know, I think Run might actually go for this. He might try to just slide the cue ball off the 6 and pocket the 7. I see him maybe going for it. He looks like he's getting geared up, stroking and whatever.
That's real risky. I think the way he's been playing real tight, so he may try that, use that 9 ball. And he tried to use the 9 ball the other way, and again, the speed of 2 balls is crucial.
I think he wanted to hit the 6 a little bit thinner than he did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he popped it right out from that. Now again, even though it looks like it should be a pretty straightforward pattern, playing in front of 20 on the rail and for the cash and on 1, Matt's going to have to bring it. Want to get that great. Very good speed, rolled it perfectly center pocket, and he's in great shape here to use the 2 rails to get behind the 9 and tie this baby up.
And he came a little bit short, but he's still comfortable with that shot. Just come back and forth across.
I've seen him make this more than once. And there it goes. And he played that to the inside of the pocket with pocket speed.
Nice job. We got a tie game, folks.
And we got deuces.
And one more time, I wanted to remind everyone that we are broadcasting from Snookers in Providence, Rhode Island. We are in this beautiful room right here.
New England Hall of Fame.
Yeah, New England Pool and Billiards Hall of Fame. Second room over there, we got the party room. You can section those tables off. The back 2 tables there, that the top middle of your screen there, you can section those off. You can get 2 tables, 3 tables, 4 tables, you name it.
Yeah, great for
make it happen.
Great for corporate events like Christmas parties are coming up. That's a good thing for it. Birthday parties, you know, they're open to any kind of party, any kind of function you want to have here. They'll host it. They do fantasy football drafts, a lot of that stuff. It's a great time here in Providence. And you know what? I was driving back. I was working in Springfield, Mass, and driving through some traffic on Route 90, and I was listening to WEEI. I'm a sports talk guy.
Uh-huh.
And Christian Fourier, one of the former Patriots, he comes on the air. He does a midday show on that radio station. He does a lot of promos, and one of them yesterday, Snookers, all right.
Nice.
Yeah. I kind of got a little chuckle because myself and Mikey are regulars here, and it's just great to hear. You know, I'm 100 miles away from home, and I hear an ad for the local room. Well, Matt, looks like you pocketed the ball at break here.
Yeah, he had a fantastic break there. I wanted to mention that. That was pretty sporty.
Yeah, but he kind of got a little unfortunate, no look on the 1, and then he locks him up on the 7. And even better part of that shot is he ties up the 1, so making a hit. Very difficult here from Run. He may be able to sneak behind that, but I think there's too much of that ball. We got the 4 ball, 2 ball. What is that? Let me take an overhead look.
Yeah, it's the 1 and the 2 down there locked up together.
And he missed it. A great shot by Matt, and he has the opportunity to probably lock him up again here and potentially put him on 2.
Yeah, now, one thing I wanted to mention as far as playing safe in a position like this, sometimes it's good to send the ball
you know, and see how he's sending the cue ball up the table there?
Yeah,
You really
looks
wanted
like
to
one
maintain
make a hit there,
the
though.
cue ball locked up versus the one ball locked up.
Right.
It's much more difficult to send the cue ball out from where that one ball is to make a legal contact versus doing what Run just showed there.
Well, Matt didn't get him on 2, but he got what he wanted, and that is a
He did get an open
very
table.
good look at the rack. Sure.
Yeah, he's definitely got a better look at the table here, but, you know, percentage-wise, you really want to make sure that, you know, if you can, you want to send the object ball up the table and not into no man's land either. You want to maintain control of the cue ball where the cue ball is tight, and you send the object ball up the table, you know, to make that safe, but you can't just send it into no man's land. You kind of want to leave it near another ball, unless you got a couple balls and you're just trying to run out, but you really want to leave it near something else so that you can answer with an additional safety there. If you send the one ball up into the middle of the table, there's nothing around it, and you're trying to get the guy on 3 fouls because the table's a little funny, if you just send it into the middle of the table, it's going to be really difficult for you to get that third safe in there or that second safe there. So, you know, just that's some sound advice for you right there.
For sure. And what I like what Matt's doing, and if you've been noticing, and if you ever seen him play, he's getting into stroke now. What he's doing is he's playing everything with pocket speed, and he's coming into the angle. He's hitting everything slow, but he's still coming through the cue ball. And that is getting him in stroke to play something like this here where he's going to have to stay down and he's really going to have to stroke this. I think he's doing the right things here.
Yeah, I think that both players are doing what they got to do here, but definitely props to Matt for maintaining that composure like that, you know.
Look at the speed.
Very well executed.
That is great. That's almost speed perfect now.
Now, in this position here,
he wants to get between the 8 and 9 here and play the 8 in one corner and the 9 in the other. Can do that coming 2 rails.
And he's going to go right into it.
And it's going to be weird.
Now, you know what? That's not so bad. That's not so bad.
No, but ideally he wanted to be on the other side of that lead. And he tried to only use the 1 rail.
He's definitely going to be playing some. Oh, he's playing safe with that. No, I didn't think he was going to do that.
Well, now Run has to stay disciplined here because I've seen him whack at these. Now, he is a shot maker. He may be playing the bank to the pro side here.
He went for it, but
well, I thought he was going to play it up in the corner there and at least create distance. Well, the cueing's tough with the 9 ball there, but the way Matt's been hitting the ball, this should be good for him. Oh, and he missed it.
If it sits in front of that pot,
it's a little unfortunate.
It is a little bit low.
Oh no, I think Run can see all of that, and either go 2 or hold it for the shape on the 9. I think Run's going to have a pretty manageable shot here on the 9. Yeah, he used inside and held it. A little length here, but
it was well executed.
Yeah, he came with the inside English and held it, and then just bear down and pocket the 9. Yeah.
And there he goes, run, Sue.
Wow, I'm surprised Matt did that.
Very nice job. I like how these guys are staying pretty close.
And it's been back and forth. Run takes the first game, Matt comes back, Run gets ahead, Matt comes back. That way there, I thought Matt was going to turn the tide there after Run really kind of, I guess you would call that a sellout there with the swing at the 8 in the side, the cross side shot. Well, but the cueing was tough over that 9-ball. That really does affect everybody of all skill levels. And there it is. There's a promo. Great promo, by the way, Mike. That's one of the best ones you've done.
You like how that came out there?
I do. I like the one you did for Mikey Minicello and Joe Dupuis as well. I seen a few you did for some of the big Ship the Cash events where you had some of the local players and the top-notch pros all in their little spots. But this one here is really in your face. It's like a real good promo for a showdown.
Excuse me 1 second, Kevin.
Oh, do you think? Mike always busy, always doing 6 things at once. Run with a good break. He got the table, pocketing the ball, and then I haven't looked on the deuce. I believe he did pocket the one on the side again, so he's definitely working that break. But he did leave Matt a hit. Matt tried to play a 2-rail safe there, sending the 2-ball out. It did kind of get caught in traffic there. So run, back up again. And these guys are moving a little bit faster now. Before the first couple of games, they were a little more methodical. Now, either they're feeling their game a little bit more and getting a little more confidence, or the nerves are getting to them and they're just getting up quick. Run tried to pocket that. There's a good play by Matt again, thinking defense.
I love that this is so tight right now.
Executing a good defensive shot.
I just love how tight this match is, Kev.
Yes, I do too.
You know, everybody likes to see the guy, run a package or, destroy a guy. But, I mean, these guys are really just, they're playing chess right now. Like, they're not just smashing at things and going all out. They're not free stroking. They're tentatively, playing and trying to be smart.
They're working the rack here, not trying to make the big mistake. They're playing a little tight. Run's playing a lot tighter than he usually does. This is kind of Matt's game. This definitely feeds into what he does normally. So even though he's down 3-2 with the pace of play and how things are going,
that caters more to Matt's comfort zone.
This is what he likes to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where Run likes to move.
Yeah,
he likes to move quick. He likes to pick up balls out of the pockets after he runs racks.
And that's definitely got something to do with the youth end of it too. So. Run's still a young guy, and he likes to just go quick. He wants to say, hey, give me a shot. Sure. But I think right here he really he wants to win badly.
Sure.
And that's it. It's not about the money. He wants the W. He wants to say, hey, look, I won.
And that's what makes champions. It's not the cash, it's not the the accolades, it's the self-satisfaction of winning, of playing the game at the best possible way you can.
And the princess just showed up.
Yes, she did.
She's here to help out just a bit. She's always welcome here. We love having her in the room.
Yeah, and if you don't know the princesses, that's Chelsea. That's Mike's right-hand girl and better half.
You're really going to say it's my better half?
Well,
come on.
Why not? It's the cordial thing to do.
Yeah, it is. It is. I'm just busted.
And Run, nice little play there. He thins the 3, tries to get the 4 involved in that, and I think he's got a half moon there. Matt can make a hit. Looks like he's going to one-rail kick it. Ooh, he does hit the 5 ball, which definitely altered the path to 3. And doesn't really leave safe other than the queuing again with that ball on the Brunswick. The run normally fires at this in the corner and drifts over for the 4 ball, but because of the magnitude of this set and what Mike was saying earlier about how he wants to win this, he might go against his first instinct and play a little defensive shot here, getting that 3 balls. Well, he went for the shot. That's the run's play, and he pocketed it nice. That's good. It's good to see he didn't go against his natural instinct. And once he starts moving and pocketing balls, look out.
Oh, absolutely. Run's definitely got that ability to, kind of dump the clutch, so to speak.
Yeah, that ball right there that he just pocketed really is you breathe easier. Because he committed to that with the ball frozen on the rail there, the cue ball. Pockets 3 in the middle of the table, all the way down table, and now gets into the pattern. And watch out there. There's a hole there.
There is a hole there.
Wow, that's unfortunate because it looked like Run was about to get in gear. Well, there comes Matt. Got a little fortunate there, but holes happen for everybody. Well, the key is here, solve the 3 balls, tie this up. Good angle. There's let it stroke out here. Use that second rail as a stopper. It's a big hop. He's in great shape there. Matt walks into the shot. Very nice approach to that 9 ball. Sends it in. The score is correct, 3-3. And the trend continues.
And the trend does continue.
Right.
These guys are, they're trying to make us kind of keel over if somebody bet on the side here.
Well, we are going to 13, so. Still race to 10. So I don't think anybody's heart's pumping just yet, other than the 2 players here with the rail.
Yeah, I mean, it's just funny because they're staying so close together right now. And, it's great. It's like the guys are like, come on, just do it. Can't you just put a couple together and take a little lead?
Well, like I said, after Run pocketed that 3 ball, it looked like he was really going to get in punch. I mean, he overstroked that ball a little bit. It leaked into the side pocket, but he's just got to let that go, come back, and try to get back into that groove that he had once he exhaled off that 3 ball.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Most definitely.
Because Matt's going to do what he does. Matt's going to grind. Matt's going to make those 3 ball outs. Matt's going to try to get ball in hand.
I just got to go back to that again, though. When we were speaking on the rhythm of the match right now, it is catering to Matt.
Yes.
1,000% right now.
Right.
It's catering to Matt. Run's usually a little bit faster and quicker,
right.
he kind of just wants to fire at shots, and so a lot of the time it works for him. But he has slowed down pretty significantly in this match.
There he is trying to make something happen with a kick shot to make it and let the cue ball go. And this is not an easy out. So Matt looks like he's going to try to put him on too. Yeah, with that 3 ball being up to the rail, it does have 2 pockets, but
that was very well done.
Yeah, this is Matt's kind of philosophy here. This is how he approaches not only 9 ball, but 8 ball.
That was pretty good there.
That was very good.
I do like that he didn't put it, just right up the table. I mean, I would have liked to see him get that cue ball a little bit closer to the 8 ball while he was playing that shot. But again, he put it near.
Like Run got a roll there.
Yeah, he doesn't have a piece of it. He definitely doesn't have a piece. He can't just roll into that. I mean, from this angle, it doesn't look that way. But he's confidently getting down on it. Oh, he did have a piece. Okay.
Try to go all the way down behind the 9 again. Good shot from Matt. I mean, it did leave the 2 out in the open. But
yeah, but he just didn't want to do anything too crazy.
And that's him. That's what he does.
I don't know if you guys can see that on camera, but Run does have a snooker stance. He faces the shot squared up, and
yes, played a lot of snooker, which is immensely popular in China, and he also likes Chinese 8 ball. Oh wow, little lack of concentration there from Matt. He let that cue ball go right inside on a shot where he normally plays pretty good save. Oh, and Run tried to stick that cue ball right at the 6. Let it leak a little bit. And there, Mike, is a lot of the difference between the Division 3 and the Division 1.
Yeah.
Is the execution of a shot they see. Because Run saw the opportunity to stick him there, get him on 2.
But the ability to execute,
because the execution was a little off, the game now changes.
Oh, yeah.
Where a Division 1 player sees that opportunity and locks him behind that 6 and really puts the opponent in a bind. And it's the consistency at which they do it. For those out there that question the skill set and skill levels and rankings, that's one of the defining ones, how well they execute the safety and how consistently they do it.
Sweet Money, Patrick O'Connor, that's on table 2. And on table number 9, Len Tanksley, Shane O'Brien. Len Tanksley, Shane O'Brien.
Run misses. 4 ball there when the pattern was pretty evident.
We got Sweet Money in the building tonight.
Oh, Sweet
If you guys don't know Sweet Money's game, you will learn, my friends. That man can just do it.
Yeah, he shoots strong. I got a good story. I'll let you know in between racks how I first met Sweet Money. It was awesome.
Well, how did you meet him?
Well,
I'd love to know.
All right.
You're going to leave me in suspense?
Well,
Come on. Kev, spill it. Let's go.
Me, if anybody out there knows me personally, I like being in action. I like the excitement. I don't like just sitting there and waiting for things to happen. I like to make them happen. So I was at a tournament, and it was kind of later in the tournament, and there wasn't much going on, and there was open tables, and we're waiting around for maybe a King of the Hill match or something to brew in the loser's side. So the room was kind of dead. So I said, does anybody want to play a race to 9 for 50? And guess who says I'm your Huckleberry?
Sweet money.
Sweet money. Now, I had never met the man, and I proposed the action. I said, absolutely, sir, let's rock and roll. And now I got everybody telling me now who he is. I found out real quick.
Was that before or after you started the match?
Well, that was before. We had a lot of pool hall detectives coming up to me and telling me, hey, you know, he's real good. And I made the action.
Hey,
I
you
wanted
know
to
he's
play.
real good.
Oh, he should.
They couldn't have done better than that. Like, hey, that guy's an incredible player.
They gave me all kinds of
That guy's
names
sick.
for it. Open, A+. He shoots super good. I don't know. You tell me. But that was the first day I met him. It was great. Of course, I donated. I did get to 6, though.
I mean, I'm not going to say that you're a slouch on the table, Kevin, but in Sweet Money's hands, I don't like your chances there. That man's a killer.
I didn't like it either.
All right, so back to the action here. Run played a nice safety on the 9 ball. You know, he played the 5 underneath the 9, and now they're just kind of exchanging shots here. He left that open. I'd like to see Run come out here and try to fire something.
Yeah, that was a
I'd
little
like to see
lazy
him
from
fire
there.
here. By the way, folks, we
you-
now have the chat up. So if you would like to help us out and let us know how we sound, how it looks, any feedback, positive, negative, we don't care. We just want to hear from you. Let us know how it's going over there. Let us know where you're tuning in from, where you're watching from, what you think of the match.
That 5 ball wiped his feet on the way in, but again, that's a shot that Run will take and run with. Pardon the pun, but he sees that go in, and now he's in his mode.
Yeah, I mean, I think that one of the reasons that even went in is, simply because we're still rocking some newly done cloth here.
He tried to slow roll that ball.
He's definitely he tried to hold that up there,
Yeah,
but
he slow rolled that. That's uncharacteristic. He's a little out of his game right now, a little different.
I mean, the bottom line is that we got how is this? Emerton 76, outstanding. Not sure who you are with that screen name, but thank you very much. But yeah, I mean, we still have newly cloth tables. We did that right before the Ocean State 9-ball championships.
Every year.
So I mean, this is only like 3.5 weeks old right now.
Yeah, but maybe
cloth.
a month and a half.
Nah, I don't think it's been that long.
It's been a little bit.
Yeah, maybe 3-4 weeks the most.
Okay.
But the cloth is still new.
Yeah, that's pretty helpful.
So everything's still slipping and sliding just a bit. It's not really broken in yet, but they are playing on a tight table here.
Matt Rezendes, first one to win 2 in a row there in this set, and he takes a 4-3 lead. Again,
That's his first lead of the match.
That's his first lead of the match. It's the first time one of the players has put 2 together.
Now let's see if we can have a.
Looks like they're going to take a break.
We're going to take a short break.
And I might take one with them.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead, Kevin. You help us out quite a bit, so you deserve to take a break. So Kevin's going to join us back in just a couple of minutes. I'm going to take this opportunity to tell you guys about the next Ship to Cash event coming up, and that is going to be event right here.
It's coming up this Sunday. Got a pretty good group of players coming down for this one. That is the Northeast Amateur Shootout. Got 3 separate class events. The C, B, and A class all separated. The C class is a 8-ball tournament. Race to 4 on the winners, race to 3 on the 1 loss. This event is 9-ball, race to 5, race to 4. And the A class event is a 10-ball event, race to 7, race to 5. That one's actually winter break, and that was limited to just 16 players. So that was filled up. I think that filled up in like 48 hours or less. That was pretty quick, but
we're real excited about that. There are still room in the B and C class. We're expecting right around 50 or so players in the C class. And the B class, we're thinking we're going to get like a 40 or 50 as well. But if you are interested in playing in this event, A class
Is now closed, but the B and C class is still available. If you want to get involved, you want to send me an email. It's at shipthecash@gmail.com, and you can verify your skill level and appropriate class event. We're really excited about that. It's going to be this Sunday over at Bo's Billiards. So definitely come check that out. So it looks like the guys are getting ready to get back into action here. See what we're looking at here. All right, Matt's got the ball set, and he's ready to rock and roll.
That's a tougher way to go.
And Matt is leading this match 4-3 versus Run 2. And he broke dry there. It's going to be a dry break. It's over. And Run's got him pretty contained there. That's looking okay, looking okay. Kevin, welcome back. How was your break there? You get some fresh air and
Yeah, I saw a few guys.
get to slap a few fives and move on your way?
I did. Like I said, it's one of the big nights of the year where people come back into town. They get out, see their buddies they haven't seen in a while, have a few beers, have a few laughs. And I ran into Austin Ross, a young man that usually plays out of Bo's Billiards. He's in the house. I ran into Mike Pollock, who's a regular here.
Mike Pollock's in the room, all right.
Yeah, he's.
I like that.
I didn't see Al. Michel's usually here, but I didn't see him. Saw Run. He looked a little tight, but he's going to loosen up. Didn't see Matt. Didn't get a chance to see his demeanor on the break.
We got Frenchie in the building.
Oh, Frenchie shoot good.
Oh,
yeah,
yes,
there he
does.
is. I see him. We'll Run try to play that rail first.
You're on table 9.
I think he got away with the miss, but that would have put him right in line with the 4-ball. Well, it would have been a steep cut, but that's neither here nor there. Matt's got that to look at. And he rattles it. That was not straight in, I don't think. I think he had to do a little with the cue ball just to even make a hit. Run, trying to play the safe, and I think he got the 8 involved. Either way, he gets separation. That's a good play, and he ties up the 7-6 on the bottom rail. Matt avoids the double kick.
Got to slow that 3-ball down, and it looks like he can definitely pocket the ball now, but
Yeah, where that 4-ball is, I don't know if that's beneficial.
yeah, I don't know if I like
Unless he
that
can
either.
draw. Like, Run does play a lot of balls with a lot of draw.
Yeah, he's definitely got some firepower.
This one looks a little thin, and the side pockets on one are very tight. Yeah, he queued that up with draw. Glances the 4-ball, and he might even chase the cheese here.
If he can maintain control of that cue ball, he's going to.
No, he's going to
Most
run
definitely.
right behind the 9. He plays a good safety there. That's smart.
That's my man. Now we're going to see the kicking skills of Mr. Matt Rezendes.
I heard he kicks like Bruce Lee.
Oh, really?
That's what I heard.
Well, I'm going to find out right now.
Don't mean to put him on the spot. Well, he's looking at a one-railer.
Mark Rosano in the house tonight.
Yeah, I seen him.
He just won his match there. Just won a couple.
The mask guy wearing a Block Island shirt. I respect it.
Yeah, he's rocking and rolling. He's representing, you know. He's in the room.
And the save pays off as Run earns ball in hand. For me, that's one of the most satisfying things, other than pocketing in the 9-ball, is earning ball in hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, not missing a ball and getting a roll and, you know, having to apologize, but really locking the guy up. Oh, he left the 9-ball close enough to that cue. So where that's going to be tough to hit the one-railer without spin. And if he does spin it, he runs the risk of scratching in that corner. So Matt's going to have to come with it here. Maybe want to do a 2-rail kick where he comes left of that 9-ball and kicks at it that way and sends the 5-ball up table. We'll see what he does. He's looking at every which way.
See you Sunday. I can't be 10-ball, right?
He's going short rail, and he made a good hit.
Just checking back on the chat there. Emerton 76. That is my man Jeff DeRosa. Said Mark Richards is the man. He was talking about Frenchie there. Absolutely.
Yeah, I concur. He always goes in Calcutta's.
I can't remember which event it was, but he won one of the larger events a couple years back. I know he's been working a lot lately, and you know, being a pool player, you know, you can't play consistently for years and years and still come on top.
I've seen him at a few events for different promoters. I've seen him play for in one of Doug Christie's events at D&L Billiards. I've seen him play for Mark Dion at a 9-ball series. I see, and he always goes in Calcutta's, and he always usually winds up close to the cash. Matt here can pocket this. The 5 does have a pocket, and if he hits it really good, he can get shape on that 6. But it looks like Matt's doing his thing and ducking again. Oh no, wow, he hit that pretty good.
What happened on table 6?
Didn't go the way I thought he was going to go, but still puts the ball in the hole. And then plays an I dare you safe. Like, forces run. Try to control the speed of 2 balls, and yet again, run fails to do so. So that's been a consistent play from Matt. Run's failed to manage to come up with safeties when Matt's been putting him far away from the object ball. Now Matt comes up with a very runnable rack, and
It's a little high on the 8-ball. I don't know if he wanted to be above it or below it, depending on his preference there.
I
But
think he's just fine. I think he can play this right to the rail, maybe a little inside even, and come out. Or
yeah, but he wanted to be a little above that 8-ball there, so he could just kind of
slide
float down.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
now he's faced with
Yeah, he hit that pretty good.
he's okay on that 9-ball. That's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Again, game of angles. You're used to making these cut shots, these little angled shots. Very manageable.
Nice done.
Oh, and a 2-game lead. There's a little distance.
That's a little bit there. He's got a little bit of a roll there. Very, very nice.
Yeah, and it's becoming like a trend here, at least early on, where Matt's deciding to not necessarily play the lockup safe, but to just make run deal with a full-length hit, and he's basically saying, I dare you to hide it. You know, come with a safe, or I dare you to put me 50-yard line rail to rail. Like, you do it. He's not selling out. He's playing very conservative, and Run has failed a couple times to at least come back with something difficult for Matt to deal with when he's at the table. Matt's gotten up there twice now where there's a 3-ball run out. That's a fairly makeable pattern, and this one here was a 4-ball pattern, which Matt solved very, very well. 5-3, Matt makes the wing ball. Makes another ball, I believe the 5 and the 2 dropped on that. And Matt will be looking to hide both the cue ball and the 1 ball here. More importantly, the cue. Looks like he's going to run the cue down the rail behind the 4-9. And he hit it pretty good. Looks like it's a little short to get behind the 4-9, but the 8 is still in the game.
Having a little bit of technical difficulty with the music here, Kev. This Wi-Fi signal is a little out of whack. Again, after we had that storm, it's just been a little bit funny.
Oh, wow, Matt, that really good. Plays rail first. It pots the 1 ball very cleanly and comes up right behind the 3 and right in line with the rest of this rack here with nothing really tied up. It's just calming yourself down, putting a good stroke on the ball.
I like how smooth Matt is when he's shooting.
Yeah, he's definitely hitting the ball center pocket, and that's what he's trying to do here. You can tell he's really making an effort to pocket him center pocket, but that right there cost him a little bit on his shape.
Yeah, he's obviously trying to make the balls in the middle of the hole. I mean, that's always the goal.
Right.
But I'm saying the way that he strokes the ball, he doesn't like whack at it.
Right.
He's just nice and calm and smooth, and he's just, hey, here I go. And
yeah, and the pace of his backstroke and follow through.
Wow, that was
consistent.
Great. Great shot.
Jacks up and
that was a great
right
shot.
Past the 7. Very good ice.
Now, one factor that I did want to bring up, if you've never been in an action match like this, I mean, I don't want to hear anything. Your game will absolutely change. So, you know, whatever you're used to making and you say, oh, that was an easy out, how did he not do that, or whatever, I don't care. When you're in this position, I mean, when you're in this type of position and you got the heat under the lights, I mean, Kevin, I mean, you were there.
Yep.
You know what it's like.
Oh, yeah.
It's a totally different, a totally different type of game.
Every mistake is magnified, too. I mean, you're not playing against, incompetent players that are going to just give it back to you. You know, you're out here, you're trying to show your best game, put your best foot forward, and every little mistake's magnified, and everybody's watching. So that's always in the back of your mind. But the players that can lock in and get in the zone and block that out.
Yeah, you have to forget that you're in a match. Forget that you're playing whoever you're playing. Forget the money on the line. Forget the people watching.
Play like they're the only one in the gym.
Yeah, that's it. You just got to get down and play.
Those guys that do well, and that's very good from Run right there. Is Matt
Run closing it up just a bit.
Matt hanging that ball.
5-4 game
gives him a very good opportunity to step into the game, and he calmed his nerves. Run got up there and answered the bell there to get the. Even though it's a 3-ball out, and even though it looked like Cosmo, again, what you were saying.
Yeah,
under these circumstances.
Yeah, it's a different game. Absolutely.
Makes it a little bit tougher.
Everybody plays good for free.
Sure. Everybody plays good in their basement.
Oh yeah, of course. But when you're in this type of position, you're going to see a different version of someone's game, and it's not always a bad. Different version, it's not always a bad version, because I've seen some players where they are terrible in a tournament. They're terrible just playing against a guy. You put them in a little action and you see them start drooling and licking their chops like, hey, I am going to destroy this guy. And they thrive in situations like this.
Yeah, they thrive in that spot.
And I did want to mention one person that I noticed that does something like that, in my opinion anyway, Mr. Mike Minichiello.
I love his game.
You put him in a game and you're just like, wait a minute, is that the guy that missed the 8-ball against me in that tournament 2 weeks ago?
You match him up against anybody, and he becomes a stud and a lot of times favored in the game. Well, Run after making that 3-ball out and was basically looking to go down 6-3. He's got a little lease on life here early in this set. And there's a little shot making love from Run, what he does. I mean, that is a big pocket down there with the 7. Will he be tempted to bank it?
I have to restart our device over here, Kev.
Yeah, he played the safe, and
it doesn't look like he got there, to be honest. Looks like he left it open.
And not for nothing. Normally, I think Run plays the bank there. Again, the lights change. His game's definitely changed. It's a little different Run that I'm used to seeing. It's usually a lot more aggressive.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah, he's playing a little tighter. Oh, he overrolled that. He's hoping that rolls a little more. He overrolled that. Put a good stroke on it, pocketed it nice in the side, but speed controls everything in 9-ball. Now he does have a cut here into the corner. It's not completely hoodwinked here. He tried a little two-way here, and he got him pretty good. That's actually a very good shot. Sorry, I had the overhead view on there. Was kind of stuck on that. Again, just a peek on the overhead. See what Run has to do here with the kick.
I mean, he seems like he's been doing okay as far as his kicks go in this game, in this match.
He's not the best at it.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's definitely got to work on that. I mean, everybody's got to work on it, but, that's something that he seems like he's doing better than average so far. He's been...
That's a big one.
He's been doing okay this match.
I understand. Well, Matt, very
it's kind of funny mentally.
Very good safety, earned ball in hand.
Oh yeah, it's funny though when you're kicking at the side pocket like that. Sometimes mentally, I feel like a player will think of the side pocket as their target, and they hit their target, but they're not thinking, hey, you're actually supposed to be going a half a diamond up the table as a target because that's where the ball is.
Yeah, you see that a lot. You really do.
And that's just how it goes sometimes.
Yeah, it's a good observation, though. You do see that a lot.
They say, hey, I got to kick this ball in the side pocket. Their mind says, hey, side pocket? Well, guess what?
Yeah.
The side pocket isn't where you're actually trying to get to, pal.
Yeah, they think in generalities rather than the precision needed to make that hit.
Yeah, they're just thinking, hey, I got to get to the side pocket, so they aim at the side pocket.
Has he got enough angle? Yeah, he's got enough angle. He can really let his stroke out here. Hey, hit that great. That's gonna be dead perfect. Great shot, Matt. See, and that's what I like about what he was doing earlier, where he was, you know, and still throughout the set, he's been pocketing balls dead center with smooth stroke, nothing crazy. And then when he's got to let his stroke out, there it is. He's hit, you know, 20 of them where he's just dotting them pocket speed.
Now, what do you think the chances are that this pace keeps up as far as the 1-1, 1-1, you know?
I think it's gonna be like this for a while, unless, like, Run does have the capability to put 2 or 3 together. Unless he loosens up and starts, you know, changes the mentality he's got. I think it's gonna go 1-1, 1-1, 1-1.
So you think they're just going to trade racks, basically the whole spiel?
Yeah, unless Run picks up the pace, because Matt's going to do what he does. Matt's going to do this. Matt's going to get out when he's supposed to. He's going to play the safe when he's supposed to. You know, Run's the X factor here in this set, I think, where he hasn't been kicking balls great. He's been choosing to go defensive. He hasn't been able to play the long, safe, when the object ball's really far from the cue. And the 2 opportunities where you thought he was going to get in that mode, he caught a bad roll on scratching the side, and the other one he rattled the ball. I believe it was a 6 ball. But he did get that rack back. Matt didn't miss again. I think that Run will be the X factor here, because Matt, I think, is steady Eddie here. He's looking great. He's looking smooth.
So you don't think he's gonna change his pace at all? I mean,
I think he's doing what he needs to do to win.
So if I'm Run here, you're saying I need to pick up the pace, loosen up, and say, hey, I'm going to kick this into high gear, and I need to pick up my pace a bit.
Yep, I think he needs to go to what he likes to do and get aggressive, and really try to put the pressure on Matt. Where right now Matt's putting the pressure on Run. In my opinion, you know, like you see football games or basketball games where one team is enforcing their will on the other team, making them play their game, so to speak. I think that's what Matt's doing right now. He's kind of getting Run to play his game.
Looks like Run's actually trying to do that right here. He's kind of like jumping around a bit. He's kind of skipping and jumping.
Yeah. But again, with ball in hand, Run's usually trying to break that out.
Yeah.
There, it looked like he was trying to play a safety on the 3 ball.
You know, he's kind of playing Matt's game.
Yeah. It's what it looks like from up here. And that could be the product of how many people are watching, where he wants to play the smart shot, the right shot, and rather than go with what he's good at and what he's comfortable with, which might be a little reckless at times.
Yeah.
Yep, 9 balls wire. That's a great shot. Well, doesn't look right.
Rich Howard, Mark Miller.
Might be wired in the corner. I don't know. Matt kind of stroked that like it was. Let me see if he called it. I didn't see if he called a 9. Must not have been wired.
Just to remind you guys, at the conclusion of rack number 12, we're going to be taking a short break, just about 10 minutes or so. Let these guys catch their breath, get some fresh air, change their mental.
This is big right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Run's got a
What do you think we're going to see at the halfway point? I mean, we got 2 more racks here. This rack and another.
I think 6s. If Run can,
We're going to see 6s here, yeah.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so. I mean, Run's done this.
I mean, to be honest, whatever you told me, I was going to say that's definitely a strong possibility. I don't see, there's no reason either of these guys can't win every single rack.
Yeah, he got a little weird here. I thought he was going to play it a little different here to get more of an angle to come 3 rails into the 9, but it looks like he's going to pop this with draw. And he does have this shot in his bag.
Wow, showing something there.
Yeah, he hit that chin.
How about that for Mr. Run?
Yeah, he has that in his bag. And like I said, when he plays a little loose, like what some people might think reckless, that's what he does. Yeah, that's a statement. That's a high. I'm back.
Strong statement there.
Yeah, I'm here.
Well, you don't think I know how to blast this ball in table length?
That's the run I know.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah. And just to remind everybody one more time, we are broadcasting live from Snookers in Providence, Rhode Island. These beautiful, beautiful tables. Look at that. I mean, you just want to get down here and play.
Yeah, and I gotta harp on something that the owner here, Steve and Regina, have done for the customers and for even the staff. They've expanded. They bought the building next door, which is a historical landmark, and what they did around it, where the M-Track property used to be, is they created parking, well-lit parking that can accommodate up to 75 cars comfortably. He's got a camera system. He's hired a private security staff to police the parking lot so that there's no trouble. There's no
he expanded.
break-ins.
Snookers expanded across the street. They purchased the building across the street and added a ton more parking. For a while we knew that there was a little lack of the parking here, but there was no lack of customers.
Right.
But
it was an issue.
Yeah, but to accommodate, he said, you know what? When that building's available, I'm grabbing it. Yeah, that's exactly what he did.
I mean, it would deter a lot of people, not from the tournaments, not pool players, but a lot of the other customers for fight nights or other stuff they were trying to do here, where you would have to go, half a block or park in the Marriott or somewhere around the location, and then you never felt comfortable where your vehicle was. I think it was such a great move, how they, invest in their business and take care of their loyal customers.
They take care of their people, for sure. Absolutely. I mean, there's a lot of beautiful, bars, nightclubs, pool rooms, whatever. But, it's the way that you treat your customers that really changes things. It's really just the way that you treat your people that, really changes everything. And that makes it so, when you come here, you kind of feel like you're at home. You say, hey, I'm not in somebody's place. I'm in my place. I'm at home here.
Yeah, very comfortable atmosphere.
And again, we're going to be taking a short break after this rack here.
And there's the rattle. That's not good. Matt's not happy with that. He was getting in line for the 2. A run. He's got to be careful. That last rack kind of loosened him up there because he get too loose. Now he's thinking about it. Looked like he was going to just swing at that, reckless.
I always love seeing tight matches.
And not to offend Mr. Rezendes' lead here, but I would love to see 6-6 in the break.
Yeah, me too.
I would love to see that.
Absolutely. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for a tight one. Oh wow, that's scary.
Now, I don't know if it's Matt's style to try to get this job done here, but I don't see another option.
Style. I think that's the only like. I think it's
He hit it okay. He's just a little bit low here.
Well, he didn't give himself the best look at it. I mean,
He's playing the carom on the 9 ball.
He can play the billiard for sure. I mean, the 5 ball makes it look like a big pocket, but that only comes into effect if he really misses it.
And he calls the 9 ball right in the corner.
Yeah, why not? And he hit it.
And there it is.
Yeah, that's one of those where I hate as a player when I make a mistake like that, and then the ball leaks and gives my opponent just the real opportunity for a short rack.
Yeah. I totally understand what you're saying there. All right, these guys are going to take a short break, and we're going to do the same. We're going to be back with you in just a couple of minutes. Let these guys take a breath. We're going to take a quick breath, and we'll be back with you.
The scores are actually posted wrong, Mike. We're going to
No, it's 6-6.
7-5, I want to say. Matt Rezendes took that game, and he had the lead.
You are absolutely right,
It
Kevin.
is 7-5 Matt.
You are absolutely right. I apologize for that.
Well, I'm looking down there. They got it.
Okay.
Yep. No, we're good.
All right, there we go.
Yep, that's what it is.
All right, now we're in there. All right, yeah, break time. We'll be back with you in just a couple of minutes.
I just looked and I thought it was his.
All right, folks, we're going to be getting back to this match in just a second.
Yeah, and as anticipated, a tight one. Division III, second, third place, Bud Light Classic.
Gave that table a nice spruce up for these gentlemen. And gave them a nice little makeover on the table. I brushed the table for them, gave them a nice wipe down on the rails, and cleaned up that cue ball for them. So
we actually have the Bud Light, this year's current Bud Light champion in the house, Mr. Jared DeMarco.
And we had last year's and the year before.
Yeah,
and the year before.
Mr. Five
Imagine
guy,
that.
Mr. Ray Mack. Yeah. Yeah, good night tonight. Good night to head down to Snookers.
Absolutely. So,
happy Thanksgiving out there to everybody.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to eat a ton of food tomorrow,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
And I get to spend it with my two favorite people in the world. Do you know who those people are?
Yeah, young girls,
That's
correct,
right.
Beautiful girls.
I keep them very private from the world. I don't put them on social media and things like that. But I have two beautiful daughters, twin girls.
Yeah,
they are 4.5, and they are my reason for everything.
Yeah, they're adorable. And you had them out. One of the tournaments, and
yeah, they came and visited me over at Bo's Billiards.
Yeah, and I was on the table at one point playing, and one of your girls was rooting for me. It was
She said, "Nice job, Woody."
Oh yeah, she loved the nickname. I don't know if y'all know out there. I have several nicknames, but one in particular is named after Woody from Toy Story, the Tom Hanks character, the cowboy. I do have a similar look to that animated character, and yeah, she was grooving with me. She was rooting for me. Let's go, Woody! So yeah, I really enjoyed it. I like you girls. They're very precious.
They're amazing people, to say the least. So we had a dry break and then a little back and forth. Still got the one ball on the table. All 9 balls are out there. So what do you think we're looking at here? I mean, if Matt can maintain his 2-game lead here, then.
Oh yeah, I mean, that's what he wants to do. He's going to want to just trade games at this point. Every 9 ball for him gets him closer to the finish line, and he's implemented a good strategy thus far. I think he's implemented his will and got run out of his game, playing his kind of pool. If Matt stays on the line he's going on, I think he may hit the finish line first. But that's a big if. Yeah, I got plans for Thanksgiving tomorrow too.
Yeah, what do you got on the agenda?
My girlfriend and I, who I've been with a long time now, upwards of 5 years, or even more. Her mom's back in town from a hiatus in Florida, and her family's going to be coming by to her spot in Smithfield, and we're going to eat some turkey. We're going to watch some football.
So you got turkey and football on the agenda.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I think that's probably majority of the families in this country have that kind of similar plan. I mean, it's one of my favorite holidays because that's just it. Your family gets all together. You know, whether you like them or you argue with them, or you got a little beef to settle. At least you're in the same room with blood that you love, regardless. And you get to share the time together, even if it's just for one weekend or one day, one meal.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I feel like I say this with a lot of these players, a lot of the pool players. The order of priority, so to speak, is family, business, pool, and music.
Pool and music I put together because they're both huge parts of my life, but, you know, that in my opinion is the way that we roll. Family always first. Then you got to make sure you got your business taken care of.
Yeah.
And then you move on to pool and music. So as long as those other two things are taken care of, I'll play in anything I want.
Yeah, and you see most of the guys that got their stuff together, you know, they have that kind of priority built in their life. You know, pool may be their business. It may be the number 2 on the list, but family first around here. And in this room, and particularly in this room, you know, you get that extended family. You get that pool community family where, you know, you may be acquaintances and you may just know them from the pool hall, but if you are part of the scene, you see them quite frequently, and they become an extension of your family and friends. And I know for me, when I walk into this room, I feel like Norm from Cheers. You know, everybody knows your name.
You are not kidding, my friend.
Yeah, you know, you walk in,
you are not kidding, my friend.
Before you can even
Snookers is definitely one of those places.
Before you can even take a look at the menu, you said hi to 6 people.
I'm definitely with you there.
So out of the break, these guys are battling back and forth here with a safety war. And Matt had made that earlier in the set where he had played the rail first, cut the 1 ball in, and got real good on the 3. This time he tries the same shot, misses, and leaves Run a pretty good look, and Run just jumped up there. That's one of my my fatal flaws is I tend to do what Run just did there. I rather than stay down and watch it go into the pocket, my head's popping up and I'm running the next ball, and I see a lot of Division III players having the same fight. You know, the tie string to your chin kind of mentality where you need to keep that head down and still until the shot's over. And if you can hear it, Mike just went to one of my favorite bands in the background, the Beastie Boys. You know what, Mike? It is the first tape I ever owned. Was a Beastie Boys tape called License to Ill. Yes, I'm showing my age, but that tape right there was what started me down the road to loving the Beastie Boys and all types of music and all types of genres. And the Beastie Boys, huh? They got some crazy stories. They go on tour, and their manager could barely book a hotel because every time they would go in one, they'd destroy it. To be young, exciting, and have money in your pocket.
Chase, Nelson Oliveira. Ryan Chase, Nelson Oliveira, that's on table 7.
Good positional shot there from Matt. Stay very calm through the stroke. I think we all see how he can get out there.
Nicely done. That was kind of a battle to get back into a momentum, you know, after the break there.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit of a battle there.
Yeah, he's going to have to let the cue ball run here, but The way he's stroking the ball, I don't see much of a problem with it. I mean, he can decide to go 2 rails and come into the angle. He can play at 1 rail. He's got so much room to the middle of the table. I even just slid it. Take the longer shot, but assure himself a straight and look at the 9-ball.
Table number 2, Andrew Tankerley, Kevin Kachin. Andrew Tankerley, Kevin Kachin, that's on table 2.
Oh, for an 8-5 lead. Missed it.
He did leave the cue ball very long here, though.
Yeah, but Matt's face says it all.
Well, he's definitely not happy about missing the shot, but I mean, that is long and straight, and he's pretty close to that rail. No one has to like shooting this.
Run. It's going to take it on.
Tell you what, if anybody can make this ball, it's him.
He hit it good.
Came out a little funny there.
Missed it a little left side of that 9. He really didn't stroke it. Try to guide it. Matt might breathe a little easier here now shooting this 9-ball, knowing that he's got a second life. I picture him pocketing this one. Oh, he missed it again. And again, leaves run real tough.
Yeah, that's not a hanger for sure. I'll tell you what, they definitely, they're leaving the ball a little bit funny. They are missing, but they're leaving it not so easy here, so. That's one thing I don't like when the, I don't know. I mean, he might like it. It's always player preference, but.
Oh yeah, that went.
Wow, there you go.
Good shot.
Nice job, run.
It's a big swing there because Matt was in good stroke there. He looked like he had solved the rack. And just yipped the 9-ball a little bit, which happens to everybody that's ever picked up a cue. It's just a tough time to have that happen where he could have built a 8-5 lead coming out of the break, and instead it's 7-6, and it looks like we're in for the long haul here, Mike.
Yeah, I mean, anybody can miss a shot like that.
Oh, yeah. Ron gives a look up to the booth here with a little smile, a little laugh. Looks like he's loosening up a little bit.
See, it's funny. The reason he's saying that is because he wants to hear a particular song. And when we do our Ship to Cash events, we have that ability. So we're going to hit him with something a little funky. Ring ball. And he's going to get that 7 in there. That looks like a real nice table. Run looks like he's got a little bit of pep in his step right now. Not sure if you're seeing this, but he's definitely
loosening up.
Yeah, he's loosening up a bit. I had the opportunity to talk to him just a little bit outside during the break, and he was just, he said, "Hey, Mike, what's going on?" He's like, what am I doing here? I was like, "What do you mean?" He said, "I'm down. What am I doing wrong?" And I said, "You just need to get comfortable and, I said, when you walk in and you just jump into a match with someone, it's different. I said, you knew this was coming. Everybody knows it's coming. I said, you're not, you seem like, you're not playing the same type of way.
Mm-hmm.
And I just basically said, hey, try to be comfortable and play Run's game, and you'll be okay.
Ah, wow. That's uncharacteristic of Matt, especially the way he's been stroking, where that's that ball there on the side when every ball has a pocket here is It's not the thing you want to do to give Run another life. And he does it right back. Wow.
With the side pocket there. Now it's funny, Run's request was actually Gangnam Style.
Right?
Makes him happy, makes him want to shoot. So you know what? We'll oblige. So Matt looking to get out of this one here.
Yeah, and if he does, he's going to feel like he stole one, and that might motivate him.
He stayed a little high up the table. I think he wanted to come a little bit lower than that, but nonetheless, he's still at the table.
No, he made a ball earlier where he had to jack up close to his work, and he made the
ball
six ball right by the 7. This is a similar look.
Similar, but he's not going to be able to see the pocket in his peripheral.
Yeah, a little blind.
Yeah, and that's definitely one of the toughest shots in full, for sure. Now, he remembers he missed that 9 ball in the last rack. Run ended up taking that one. He doesn't want to do the same here.
Mm-hmm.
Bared down and made it.
How'd he hit it?
Nice job, Matt. We are getting closer and closer to the end of this match. We're at 8-6 right now. Matt needs 5. Run's looking for 7.
Yeah.
7-5 race from here.
Yeah, runs on the short end. Yeah, and missing that 3 ball there, he looked like he was going to try and take advantage of that and get up and shoot a little loose, make that in the side, and go on his merry way. But yeah, a little hiccup there. Matt takes advantage. Stayed steady through the rack. Keeps the 2-game lead. I don't know if you guys can hear the song in the background, the one that Run liked.
Yeah,
I remember this song comes out, and it's like an internet sensation, like an overnight hit. Nobody's ever heard of the artist. And that's what the power of the internet can do now in the technological age can just make an obscure song such as this, an obscure artist, bring them right into the mainstream, bring them right out to
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's kind of how music goes these days, to be honest.
Yeah. That's a good shot from Matt. That's what he's been doing consistently throughout this set. Putting Run in real tough spots, making him kick at balls, taking him out of his comfort zone. And Run really didn't have a strategy to go after that, and took a whack at it. And Matt again earns ball in hand.
Matt really taking his time trying to figure out what he wants to do here.
Yeah, real pivotal point in this set. You know, the middle games. He's already got 2. You know, he can really put the pressure on Run here by putting him on 2 fouls. Really get doubt to creep in your opponent's mind. That's what you really want to do. Oh, and he flipped the side and got away with it. He's got a big smile on his face, too.
I love the humility of that guy, I tell you. You know, and these guys, they actually have been kind of smiles throughout the match. I don't know if you've noticed that, Kev, but they're enjoying themselves out there. They're not they're not like stone face. Oh man, I can't believe this, and but and it's real action too. It's like a lot of times you see the action matches or a challenge match or whatever you want to call it, and it's not really action. It's kind of just an exhibition. You know what I mean?
And their personalities are like that. I think in the first 6-7 games you saw a little stoic kind of demeanor. Definitely with Run. Matt's more like that in general, but now they're loosening up and their personalities are coming out. And I mean, they're getting into the set. They're getting into what they do. And they both love playing pool.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
So that'll put a smile on your face when you get to do what you love. And you get the kind of crowd you got tonight while people enjoying what you're doing. Yeah, they're definitely having fun.
I want to give a shout to the Tankerley brothers.
Yeah, both in the building tonight.
Kicking you-know-what in the tournament tonight. Andrew Tankerley and Danny Tankerley are both doing pretty well.
Yeah, and those guys are good action. I've played partners against them. I've played singles against them. Love the action. Love competition. They from Boston.
And we got, let's see, who is this? Andrew Tankerley is on the winner's side. He's 2 away from the hot seat. He's playing Kevin Pachinin right now. Love having Kevin in here. He's got
a called 9-ball. Sorry.
Oh, he called the 9-ball here?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I didn't mean to interrupt.
But yeah, Kevin Pachinin over there with Mr. Andrew Tankerley. Andrew said, "Hey, guy, I know you shoot well, but watch this."
Yeah, see, I've never played with that brother in Andrew.
You've played with Danny. You haven't played with Andrew.
Yeah. Danny a few times. Good guy. Real salt the earth kind of guy.
Yeah, I want to mention that again. The players that come to, from our area, whatever you want to say, a good percentage of them are just they're just great guys. Like they just do things the right way. The etiquette and the knowledge and just the way to go about things. I mean, that's kind of what we breed over here. So really happy that we have players like that in this area. There's areas of the country where there's players and they're like, oh man, I wish we had that many players in that area, or I wish we had a scene like that. And we got to be really thankful that we have that. Ooh, tough scratch there from Run.
A little emotion shown there too.
A little bit, but he's still got a smile on his face. He's not he's not very upset there. I mean, he doesn't like that he did that there, but
yeah, no, that one upset him a little. You can tell a little emotion got out, but it's the next shot, right?
Yes, exactly. It's the next shot. Let's not get caught up about what happened. Let's talk about what's going to happen and what's happening. That's the key right now.
Matt's got a real good look to take a stranglehold here.
Yeah, he's looking to go up 9-6. And he plays that natural. He wanted to just stay on that side of the 9-ball. I noticed that he does that a lot. He tries to just play the natural roll of the balls. He doesn't try to work it too much.
All right, let's just stroke through the work.
Corner pocket from Matt Rezendes. And he's taking it up to 9-6 over Run 2. Got the spectators over here rocking out to the Iron Maiden we got jamming in the back for them.
And I just took a look over at a lot of the contingency that's with Matt, and they breathed a little easy after that one. They got a little laugh, they got a little going on.
A little bit.
However, I kept an eye on Matt's wife, and
Yeah.
she's struggling with this match. And
So she's in the match too. She's got the same emotions the whole way through.
She's in the chair with him.
Oh yeah.
For sure. So she's more nervous than Matt times 10 right now. She went out. I saw her enter an event Saturday. We were in Fall River, Massachusetts, and she started. I think this was her first or second tournament ever playing in, and she started out at a lower level, a D plus. I think she had some success. Won a set or two.
What was that, Kev? I'm sorry.
I said I believe Matt's wife had a little bit of success winning a few sets on Saturday in an 8-ball tournament.
Oh, she played in the 8-ball tournament over at Straight Shooters?
Straight Shooters in Fall River,
Nice.
yeah.
I love that room.
Yeah, it was the first time I've actually been out to play in an event in Fall River. I've had some history with that city and that state. Hasn't been always great, but I had an excellent time. I thank Rob Rogan, who works over there and promotes a lot of the events they do. And I promised the guys I would make my way over the Braga Bridge, and got to play with them. And like I said, I saw Matt over there, saw his wife.
Yeah, what is
over
that? You go right over the bridge, and then it's exit 6 or 7, right?
It's
You can use either
7.
one, right?
Well, it's 6, 7 is like a
I think I usually take exit 6 and go around the block there, but if you take exit 7, you're looking straight at it.
Right at it. You're gonna run right into
Yeah.
it. You take the right, you take the left. That's 195 east, heading out towards the Cape as you pass through, Seekonk, and then what's that? Somerset. Oh no, sorry, Swansea.
Yeah, but we love that room.
Not like I said, it's the first time I've been there. I'll be going there a lot more often. I enjoyed myself and was treated very well.
Keep flat to the boot. Keep flat to the boot.
Run decides to play safe there.
Keep flat. Keep flat.
Got
to
a
the
little
boot.
out of line. Now this is where Matt's been doing real good here. He's been separating the cue ball and the object ball, and really putting pressure on Run to make a shot, come with either a kick or a safe right back at him, and it's been working for Matt. Runs hasn't been able to execute.
Well, he's still bearing down. I mean,
Oh yeah, and he hit a good one there. Still, again, the speed of 2 balls has been getting away from Run, and I was saying the speed of 2 balls has been his issue, and he's been able to cover one and not been able to cover the other, or both of them been leaking out. Not staying true to what he's doing in his game plan.
yeah, he's not taking any chances,
No, he's
and it's
playing
working
great.
out for him.
Yes,
He's making Run work to
Yes.
get a clean shot here. When Matt gets to the table, he's saying, "Hey, I'm going to shoot, but before I do, I'm going to make sure that I'm still in control, regardless of the outcome of this
Yeah,
one."
and like Belichick would say, this is a game plan. This is not just on a whim. Matt's thought about this. He's sticking true to it. He's really implementing his strategy and staying consistent with it, and it's been working. And Run makes a good hit there.
And that's going to be okay.
Oh yeah, he got away with it. Good hit and gets distance.
Now, he's definitely got the whole ball. I think we're going to see Matt cut the 3 into the 8 and then send the cue ball 2 rails back down the table,
like that.
try to get back underneath the 7 ball.
That's a snooker play. Like I said earlier, that's a back to ball kind of play. Yep. and he got just enough to get that 7 ball in the game.
Oh yeah, the 7 balls in the game for sure.
Take a look from Run's view.
He's looking pretty good. How about that?
Kicks it in.
How about that?
Ow.
How about that? How about that? Run Baron down here. He said, hey, I'm not going down.
And that's the kind of shot that gets Run in his mode, where he makes the shot, exhales, and then sees the rack. Up. Now he's really in great shape here. He can stop it right there. As you guys can see, he can play the 8 and 9 in the same pocket. But at that angle, it's pretty natural. Well, that's yeah, that's the way Run wants to play. Wants to play fast and loose, and
that's what he wants to do.
Big
Let the guy
shot.
do it, will you?
Yeah.
Let him do it.
Big shot. You know, he came with the kick. Got a little fortunate that he kicked it so good that he pocketed it.
Okay, go play.
Came up with a leave, and then got comfortable and finally found his stroke to get the rest of the rack. Now, Mike, I'd hate to bring up a bad memory that I've had playing against Run on this table, but it was a similar circumstance to what I see going on right here, where early in the set I had implemented my will on Run and kind of did the same things Matt was doing, and got up to a lead, got out to a 3-game lead, got on the hill first. But I gave Run a peek of daylight, and he responded with excellent ball pocketing and consistency with the end of the rack. And I lost on the hill 9-8.
Oh man, that is that's the best and worst way to win or lose.
Yeah. But losing or winning that way, at least you get to see your opponent and you have a real respect for their game afterwards. If you're not making excuses. If you're honest with yourself.
All right, players, table number 8 is now a $5 action table. You guys have been patient for that to happen. Mark is up there, just put your name on the list.
Well, Run breaks dry after getting out of that last rack and gives Matt a pretty good opportunity here. I don't foresee a short rack with that 5-9 like that.
Yeah, I mean it does. I mean it looks like it goes by both sides. So.
Yeah, I think he's got 2 holes for it.
And he's got a nice angle there. He's going to play it by the 9 ball over here, and he's going to try to just run the balls out.
Yeah, in the bottom right, it looks like he'll be lining up that 5 ball if he hits it right. And he hit it 50-yard line. Well, no, he got on the side that he wanted to. It did leak a little at the end there. Not the ideal angle because it's a little steep to hold for the 6 now. And he may run into the 9. I missed. Oh, hit it. Oh, no. That was. I don't know if he was going for that 2-way. It looked like he was trying to hold it.
Table 2, Mark Liberty, Mark Rosano. Mark Liberty, Mark Rosano, that's on table 2.
The look on Run's face is kind of a little sour here. He's a little upset what he's going to have to do here. But he looks like he's jacking up to Mass Sailors. Jump.
Not sure how he's looking to hit this.
He's got the full
I'm
length.
going to try to. Yeah, I mean, you can use a full length, cue to jump here. I'm not sure if he's jumping. He looks like he's trying to masse here, to be honest. I don't know.
Oh, he spun it. He
made it.
He's going to get.
He might end up with a window. No, he overrolled there. Well executed shot, I'll say, but he's not going to like how he ended up here.
At least he's at the table.
You know what? He's got a thin slice of it.
Cut, yeah. I mean,
he says, I'm going to take a little slice of this pie here. He's going to leave the shot open.
He's been struggling with that all set, the speed of 2 balls. And you hit that one a little too full. Oh, wow. And Matt felt a little pressure there. That looked like a little bit of pressure got to him.
Yeah, just a bit, but nonetheless, he's got a little cushion right now.
Yeah, but
you can't give that away, though. I mean,
that goes away quick if you're shooting too tight.
Most definitely. Meanwhile, on the sidelines here, we got Mark Rosano tearing it up. He's about to face off against Mark LaLiberty. He's one of the draft league players here. He's doing pretty well tonight.
I like Mark Rosano's game, and I like his brother Tony's game as well. They play real strong. Ooh, run. Both balls there. He's using every bit of the pocket. Again, Run plays a lot of balls with draw. He's very comfortable with this stroke. Yeah, and that's what he does right there. Leaves himself a steep angle. Again, 9-ball game of angles. Used to taking shots like this to get shaped, so for him to...
I mean, this is really his strong suit. He called it in the bottom left corner of your screen there.
That. Two-rail escape, and that's it. You know, he just didn't cut it enough.
Stick it to the back rail there.
Yeah,
now, this is almost the same shot that Run was left.
Yeah.
Matt left Run this shot here.
It's true. I mean, the one Run had, like 9 was a little further and a little more straight on. I think Matt makes this, to tell you the truth. Oh, wow.
How does he leave it, though? He left it almost straight in on him.
Yeah. He didn't get a good roll after missing that. I'm surprised he didn't pocket that. I don't know where. I didn't see where he called it, but
called it up in the corner.
And he missed it.
Oh,
wow. Shot that one a little quick.
He's going to give Matt another roll at this 9-ball. This is actually the exact same exchange from a few racks prior. And this one is going to end in Matt's favor versus Run's favor. Matt Rezendes pulls within 3 games of the W here. And Matt's going to take a short 5-minute break. Just wanted to remind you guys, we are at Snookers in Providence, Rhode Island. This beautiful, beautiful pool room. If you haven't been here, get down here, check it out. Yeah, 15 gold crown tables with plenty of room. And this front room here, you know, I wish I had a better angle to show you, but there is just tons and tons of seating out here in the main area. You know, in addition to the pool table rooms. But unbelievable pool room. If you haven't been here, you got to get down here. Kevin, I mean, what can I say about this room?
It's like a TGI Fridays out in the front meets, you know, your back room billiard hall. You know, and the best of both worlds smashed into each other in a great location with great wait staff, great food, plenty of beers on tap.
You know, I got to hit you here. Ready? Now, this is one of my favorite pieces of the Snookers, formula. Okay, they maintain their equipment, the balls, the rails, the cloth. I mean, you name it. They take care of it here.
First class.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's one of the biggest things, I think, in the value of coming to a room like Snookers, because you know what you're getting when you come here. Mm-hmm. You're not going to go there and say, hey, this table stinks, but that one's good, and this one plays funny, and you can expect what you're supposed to expect out of a pool table. Hey, if I hit the rail like this, guess what it's going to do? The same thing it does there, as it does there, as it does there. And you're not going to get dirty balls or a chipped cue ball or something like that. All the equipment's maintained the same, and it's really refreshing to come into a room like this. You know what you're getting out of it.
You do. The house cues, the chalk at the table, everything. It's first class. It's a first class operation. Steve and Regina do it right, and that's why they have such a good local following. And that's why people come. You're the best in the world.
Yeah, I mean, I want to say
Here,
the Ocean State
Ocean
9-ball
State.
championships, we have that held here in Snookers every year. And if you could see the names we got here, check this out: Rick Marcos, Mike Zuglin, Tony Robles, Ginky, George Sansucci. We got, let's
Dennis
see
Hatch.
here, Dennis Hatch. There's like 1,000 Mike Zuglins, I'll tell you. We got Mika Immonen, Jim Rempe,
You got
Jeremy Sosi.
one of my favorite at the time was Kid Delicious, Danny Basevich.
Yep. We got Kid Delicious in there. We got
I've seen
Bustamontes in there.
I've seen Alan Hopkins go very far in that Ocean State.
But I mean, you look at this list of champions. I mean, the walls
Hey,
are just
Shaw.
littered with the essence of great pool. You know what I'm saying?
True.
It's just awesome being here. It really is. But back to the match here. We got a 10-7 lead by Mr. Matt Rezendes.
Yeah, and Run needs to put that last game behind him if he wants to stay in this set and just do what he does, Get the confidence, let that 9-ball go.
And it looks like he got there. I don't know if he got the whole ball eclipsed there, but
I don't even think he's got any of it, really.
no,
He
yeah,
can
he
go
left the
either
whole
side.
thing. Yeah, he left the whole thing there.
Take a swing at the 9?
Hey, Kev, not everybody's a superhero. He says, hit him with the Zeus stroke. Make the 9.
Yeah, a little bit of jest in that comment, but
Yeah,
at the same
no,
time.
I got you. You know what? If you were in that position, you might have
Oh,
swung.
I would have thought about that.
It's like, hey, I'm up a couple of games. Let me swing. Why not?
That's for sure.
Why not? Take a chance.
And Run decides to give up ball in hand. in
I think-
attempt to
I think
tie
I-
something off.
Yeah, I think I get his thought process there, but I think he wanted to hit that a lot softer to not open the 4 ball up. He needed to just kind of rest the 2 ball against the 4 there. The table's definitely runnable from this point.
I think so. As we can see there, I think the 2 rows.
I mean, he can definitely pocket those balls. I mean, everything's kind of open now. And he makes that one clean. Nice stroke there. Matt continuing to show his nice, cool, calm, smooth way about him. A little high there, but he can go forward with it if he chooses to.
5 to the 6 is big here. You get a little straight here, but this is the angle. It's key to be able to get over on that 6. Because once he's on if he's on the 6, where he avoids the side pocket, where he can just stop it or draw it back, that 7, has 3 pockets once the 5 is gone, but he's going to want to try to play that in the side. So this is a big angle here to settle underneath the 5 here. Key moment in the rack for sure. This draw shot.
Now, how do you think he's going to go about this? I mean, it looks a little funny from this angle here, but
he plays draw here.
You think he's going to go backwards? I see him trying to go forward, maybe. No?
I think he's going to draw to play 1 rail behind the 6, where he gets almost dead straight on the 6. I think that's the way he's looking to play it. But he had to bring.
I'm saying from the 4 to the 5 ball here.
Yeah, draw out.
Because he's got an angle coming towards this rail here. You know, he might end up a little long distance here.
I still think he has to draw
out. My choice on that would have been to go forward.
Okay, but, yeah, you could spin it 2 rails.
Yeah, just 2 rails high inside, come above it. But I see his process here. He's trying to go, nice and easy, play the natural lines of everything. Yep. He's going to roll it, come under it, play the 6 into the 8 ball. He's not going to get any funny business going here.
In what I was envisioning him do was drawing it the other side of the 6 and playing it up so he can. And that's what he tried to do. The side pocket is in the game, but he hit that
how about that speed?
Yeah, that's the shot.
How about that speed?
Yeah, that's the shot. And now he.
Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Rezendes.
Yeah, that was excellent.
He's got to make sure he knows what he wants to be like on that 8 ball.
Yeah, don't get lazy.
Because it's right on the, it's very close to the rail and under the pocket. If it was sitting in front of the pocket, that's different. But
looks like it's gonna. Now this is another one where you could go 3 rails with forward or spin it. Because I don't think you can draw out of this one. I think you have to go forward here with the 3 rail play.
Yeah, I mean, it's really just, his personal preference. I mean, you could get there either way, but it's really just going to depend on his personal preference on how he wants to do this. What he's comfortable with, what kind of stroke he wants to hit it with, but...
And he's got the bridge in his hand.
Yeah.
Tough.
That's definitely a factor there.
Looks like he attempted to cue that one up with draw.
He's going to see what he feels like shooting this without the bridge. He said, you know what, I don't need this.
Yeah, I don't need
this bridge.
It's a toy.
He said, I'm going to put 1 leg up on the table here and do what I got to do.
Oh, huge is not even the word at this stage in the game.
I love how he's got all the equipment. He said, hey, I can't reach. You know what I'll do? I'll get the extension.
Yeah, he ain't messing around. Oh, he hit that great.
Wow.
Big
nice
hop.
shot.
Yeah, that deserves the old snap.
And the room recognizing it. They're giving him some props over here.
Big stroke, yeah.
Noticing Matt's beautiful wife, Heidi, checking out the action. She's like, babe, nice job.
Yeah, she let out a big exhale there. That was a great shot.
We're looking at 11 games to 7 in favor of Mr. Matt Rezendes in our Division III action match. Race to 13. Matt pulls within 2 games. He needs 2, and Run is still looking at a 6-game.
He just can't give up.
You have to maintain. Run really needs to try to change up his approach to the game here, because he's fallen behind, a few racks at a time. 1 here, 1 there, 1 here, 1 there. He really needs to just plug away and get it done.
Yeah, there was a big swing there in 2 of the games there where he misses the 3 in the side. Matt gets out. He misses the 9 ball last rack. Matt eventually gets it. We just received a Thanksgiving Day treat. Miss Anna has
Anna Lowry, the other half of Ryan Stevens,
yes,
delivered some delicious chocolate bourbon balls
Yeah, I'm going to give it a shot.
Yeah, I mean, go right at it. I mean, what do you think?
Smells terrific.
I'm sure she did a fantastic job. I'm gonna save mine for a little bit later, but thank you very much. We always appreciate any type of sustenance locked in the box up here. It's like they put us in seg and said, hey, here's something that you don't see every day.
They opened the trap.
Yeah. Slide it under the door, sir. But thank you very much, Anna. We appreciate that very much so.
Matt makes the wing ball, but gets no love.
Obviously, he can opt to push out here.
And I think that's what he's going to do. He's just looking for a spot.
I mean, if I were to push out here, I think I'd want to push the ball to the bottom rail and leave the one ball clear between the 2 and the 9 there. Leave it close to the rail, and kind of want to be right over near that counter, the bottom of the table.
He's going a different route. He's pushing the 4 away from the 3.
I guess I see his thoughts there. But you never want to leave someone an easy contact on the ball because then they could manipulate some sort of a safe.
Well, I think
and that's really what you want to avoid there.
Run was going in. He missed it. Yeah, this is uncharacteristic of Run. He usually makes
5 minutes. 5 minutes right now.
If he's got a good look at making the shot and he decides to make the shot, he's usually pocketing the ball.
About number 7.
Well, Anna, I taste a little bit of coconut. I taste a lot of bourbon. There's an almond in there, or a peanut. Oh, it's delicious. You're gonna enjoy that.
Oh, I'm sure I will. No, wait, just for the perfect time to indulge, when I can kind of kick back and relax a bit, but. Okay, you enjoying yourself tonight? You enjoying the game?
I am. I love watching good pool. I love watching guys get intense at the table and really care about the performance that they're, exhibiting. 2-rail kick here for Run. This is where he's got to bear down. He's been struggling with the kicks all night, really. We got that one good.
He made the good contact there, but yeah, he hit it a little bit too hard there.
Yeah, just because I think he's so unsure, of what to do with those kicks that he overcompensated and hit it firm.
There's 2 things I want to say about that particular type of shot. One, a good friend, and haven't seen him in a while, but good friend, good player, Mr. Jared Clowery. He gave me some advice about a kick. He said, you never want to hit a kick too hard because it'll find its way back into play.
True.
So right there, take a little mustard off of that. Guess what? You got a better outcome there. So good advice from Mr. Clowery there. Now, the other thing I wanted to say is a habit that a lot of players tend to have. And I mean, this is a lot of players. They get faced with a hard shot, they hit it hard.
Right.
Hard shot, hard hit. It's not really, a technique about the particular type of shot. It's just, hey, it's a hard shot. Hit it hard. Maybe something will happen.
I call it the old hit it hard and hope.
Hit it hard and hope. All right, I got you there. Is he going to come out behind that 6 ball?
Smelling like a rose there. I don't know if that was intentional.
Well, I mean,
either way, he got a lot of that 6 ball in the game. Not that Matt can't spin around it or jump over or do something with it, but it looked fortunate for me. I might have to ask Run a little later. He was attempting that smooth little safety. He just got away with.
and he just misses it.
And he really
contacts the point of the side pocket, and rolls straight up.
Now, I'd like to say that he earned ball in hand here, but I'm a little unsure, but we're going to say he earned it. Yeah, he comes to the play the 4, little blind pocket here to the corner, but it gives him a natural angle to come right behind the 6. And if he settles that cue ball right behind the 6, I think everybody can see. Oh, wow, that's so uncharacteristic of run. And he got very fortunate there. Although I think Matt can see it. He might not have got that lucky. Yeah, still fortunate enough to alter Matt's shot enough to where he had to play a little bit of a safe. And I think he's exposed that ball there to run because he doesn't take any time to fire up the draw shot there. He played different. Well, that one there, he at least controlled the speed of 2 balls, which has been giving him a problem, but I don't know if he was trying to do that. And that happened so quickly, I don't think a lot of thought in it.
And how's he going to come out here?
Pretty good. I think the 9's in the game.
Might have a small window right between there, and it looks like he's going to go right at it. Yeah, I think he's got a window right through there, Kev.
To make it?
I don't know how to make it, but he definitely can hit it.
Oh, yeah, he did. And that time he controlled the speed a lot better.
Run, holding on here.
Yeah, he's holding on for dear life, that's for sure.
I got to give it up to these 2 guys, though. I mean, you know, these are not pro players. However, they are putting themselves out there, and they put themselves right on the spot in front of the players, in front of the spectators, you know, and the people watching on the stream. And, you know, they say, hey, this is my game. They put it right out there on the line. And, I mean, that's on top of the cash. Mm-hmm. And that takes guts. It does. You know? So, I mean, it doesn't matter whether you win or lose in the game. I mean, obviously, you know, yeah, you want to win the game, but if you have the guts to get up there and say, hey, I will put myself out there and put it right out there in front of everybody, that's guts, and you got to give respect to the players that do that. You know, yeah. It's one thing when you're matching up in the corner and you can get a little, hey, I feel good right now. Let me jump in a set or something. It's not even that no one sees you. I mean, yeah, you know, some people like to try to hide their game or whatever. I mean, that's just so old and just not cool.
Yeah, I don't think, like, there's not many that do that around here anymore. You get called out pretty quick and exposed pretty quick when
that's just old news. We don't want to deal with that anymore. But, you know, it's you know that you're going to come and play, and it's already determined, hey, I'm going to play. I'm showing up, and I'm playing that particular guy on that particular day, this type of game. There's no, I don't feel like playing right now, so I don't want to match up with somebody. You got to, you know, you got to set up and know that this is coming.
Yeah, and this has been promoted for a while.
Yeah.
And like I said, what a great one. Mike, Run took 5. I'm going to take 5.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll see everybody back in a couple.
All right. So Kevin's going to take a couple of minutes out there. We don't mind that at all. Kevin's helping us out. We really appreciate that. Wonder if I could show you guys something here. So on the winner's side of this event tonight, 40 players. That's the normal. 40 players. We got Kerry McAuliffe, Sweet Money, Brian Chase, and Andrew Tankerley. Wow, Andrew Tankerley killing it right now. But those are our 4 winners. And on the one-loss side, we still have Joe Dupuis, Nelson Oliveira, Kevin Pachinin, Mark LaLiberty, Mark Rosano, Tom Bertrand, Nick Abrantes, Ryan Lynham, Lem Tanksley, and Rich Farrell. So not a bad field there. That's what's left in the event here. But we're anticipating the break and run coming, which is going to be in just a little bit. So we're gonna be doing 3 ticket draws tonight. So if you guys are into action and you want to try your luck in the tournament, Wednesday nights we got multiple ways to get cash. We have the 10-ball progressive break and run. We have the 9-ball break. So the first legal 9-ball break, meaning the 2 side pockets or the top 2 corners. First legal 9-ball break in tournament play, that gives cash. We have the tournament payouts, and we also have the action table, table 8, $5 action table. So I mean, there are just multiple ways to get into action here at Wednesday night action at Snookers, and it's an awesome time. It's kind of like a mini pool carnival type of thing. Got a little Lose Yourself in the background, some M&M. Hopefully that gives these guys a little bit of incentive, a little momentum mentally to get in there and give it their all. We control the music here at all the Ship to Cash events, if you're not familiar with that. So if you are planning to come down to one of these events, whether it be the Wednesday night action or one of the traveling tournaments, like the Northeast Amateur Shootout, that's coming this weekend, this Sunday. Send us over your requests, and we will play them for you while you're in the event. I mean, there's nothing better, in my opinion, than getting on a table and hearing your jam. So. All right, Kev, welcome back.
Why, thank you.
Hope you enjoyed your break there.
Yeah.
Table number 6, Nelson Oliveira. Joe Dupuis, Nelson Oliveira. Table number
Well, Mike just called Joe Dupuis and Nelson Oliveira, and if that ain't 2 Titans going at it in the New England area, I don't know what is.
Yeah, it's pretty sick having these guys around.
Yeah, that's... Oh, run again with the draw shot there to try to make the 4 ball. As the crowd lets out a yell for a Bruins goal.
Yeah, that's the final. They just won.
Yeah, it looked like an OT one.
Yeah, Bruins win in overtime. But you know what? In pool, there is no overtime. You only get 1 shot.
Yeah,
to not miss a chance.
Listen, I've been in a few action matches where I've learned the phrase "back it up, jack it up," which is a kind of an overtime or win by 2 kind of thing. But in this one, there is no overtime. This one is going to 13, win, lose, or draw.
Yeah, we're going to 13. We're going to 13. You don't get another shot.
Nope.
You don't start over or, go double zeros at a particular point. You either win or you don't.
If he's on the right side of that 6, he can hold it and draw back to the 7, but that's a very touchy shot here.
That's not Matt's style. He doesn't like to force things. He's probably going to put it in and then play safe. Just like that.
You're right. It's been working for him thus far.
Oh, yeah. Now, how do you think he's going to go about this one, Kev?
Well, what he's been doing is he's been separating the cue ball and the object ball and basically daring run to come back with a play. This one here, I think he may try to get the 9 directly in the game. And he stayed consistent to his play. He sent the 7 down the rail. It is an obvious
He's just,
hit.
he's
but
just saying,
that's-
hey, do
Yep,
something,
I
mess up
dare
so
ya.
I can come back to the table and
Exactly.
do something.
He's been
here.
doing it all set.
Oh, yeah. Run's such a talented player. I think that in this particular match, the experience is the disconnect there. That's the only reason I see him down in this game here.
Me too. Ant's picked the strategy. He's staying with it, and it's proven effective thus far. And this time, Run gets him to the rail and doesn't really give him a great look at the rack. So I think Run did what he had to do on that shot. But Matt puts him right back in the same situation. Now, I usually see Run fire at this, and I think if he wants to win the set, that's what he's going to have to do. Get out of this tappy-tap safe game with him.
Run called the 9 ball.
I think as a safety mechanism.
Yeah, that's just a secondary. It's a backup plan.
Mm-hmm. Because he's going in here with the 7.
Most definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Same table.
Oh, and he chinned the 9. Wow, look at that. And he
Wow.
gives a little fist pump, Mike. I don't know if you saw that. So we'll give him the bead.
Run maintaining close game here.
The winner of this raffle is going to win a pair of tickets.
And he was excited to hit that shot. He gave a little fist pump,
Not those tickets.
exhaled a little bit. And who knows, that just might be the thing he needs to turn the tide.
You must be present to win. If you're not here, if you're not coming up, then we're going to keep going until we get one. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's go.
All right, so we're going to try to just ignore what's going on there because,
Well, that's what's so great about this room.
yeah.
You have action on that side. You get action on this side. There's a raffle there. There's a raffle coming up in your Ship the Cash event with a break and run pot, which is excellent, by the way. 3 tickets getting pulled tonight. I believe $50 a ball after the member, or at least in the tournament tonight to participate.
Yeah, they were just giving away some Bruins tickets there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Snookers is great for any type of sports action. I mean, they give it away. They give away Patriots tickets, Bruins tickets,
Everything.
Sox tickets, you name it, they got them.
They got the Sunday ticket on Sundays for NFL football. They got if you like footy, if you like the Premier League, or you like Barcelona versus Real Madrid, they put that on. I mean, they got everything here. So somebody's got the Bees tickets. I don't know who. We're gonna have to get a little update. Who caught the pair? Run doing a little housekeeping here. That's a little unusual. I haven't seen that in a while. The rail is still lively. Booth side, we have Mr. Ryan Lynham. We have Mr. Patrick O'Connor. The room's great. Action's good. Run, dry break there. This match kind of reminds me, I mean, a different skill set and different skill level, but kind of reminds me of the way Joe Dupuis and Mike Minicello had like a little duel early in the set. One guy wins a rack, another guy wins a rack. There was really no separation. And then Joe put a package together and kind of got a little separation from Mike, but Mike didn't give up, and came back, stayed focused, made some shots, similar to what Run just put together there with the carom on the 9 ball. And he came out, climbed the ladder, came out victorious after being down 3 or 4 games when his opponent was on the hill. Now Matt's not quite on the hill. There's still a lot of work for him to be done, but Run looks like he's energized after that last rack. As he jumps to the table, Matt's not even in the chair yet, and Run's ready to shoot. So there's definitely a lot of juice flowing in Run's veins right now. He's got motivation here to finish this set and maybe do comeback city here and climb the ladder and come back and take advantage of this set. Matt with a one rail kick, double kisses. Leaves Run still in the open, but that's what Matt's been doing, just kind of leaving Run those in-betweeners, those you got to make a safe or you got to make a shot to beat me kind of situations. I call them I dare you situations. I don't know what you guys would think of them. Run, playing a little kick safe here. Now kick that 4 ball up the side rail, the long rail to the bottom. Matt could probably pocket this. No, he plays a kick safe and gets to 7 in the game, and he might have made it. Little overhead. I don't know if Run could spin it around, and he's got a lot of motion in his step now. He's very motivated right now. He looks like a different player. Oh, what a shot. And he finally controls the speed of 2 balls and leaves Matt a decision. Now Matt has been playing safe on these, but this one looks like such a natural bank shot. Oh, and again, he stays true to his plan and true to his strategy and separates the balls and forces Run to either A, cut this 5 ball, or B, try to control the speed of both balls and make a play back at Matt. And he cuts it in, and this is the Run I know. This is the guy that shoots fast and loose, that makes balls. We'll see.
All right, I have returned, my friend.
Yeah, they're probably sick of hearing me talk anyway.
Now, you know what, Kev? I don't think anybody could get sick of hearing you.
Well, it depends.
Hey, why do you think I invited you in, bro?
Well, thank you.
Why do you
for
think
that.
I invited you in?
Thank you for that. I do love doing it. I do love, observing and giving my 2 cents, my humble opinion on the efforts of these 2 guys. Oh, and he missed that bad.
You know, when he hit that, you could see it kind of.
Yeah, he played it
squeal
right to the rail.
Yeah, it squealed a little bit. And he
got fortunate.
He can manipulate something here.
Yeah, he's going to have to spin it, but the cueing's tough there, off the rail with the 8 there. I mean, see what Matt comes with there. Looks like a kick.
Wow.
Jam that in there. What a shot.
And look at the speed control there. He's looking pretty good here.
That was excellent. That was almost break speed.
Right. Well, for some of us, that was more than break speed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he lost the nerve.
Went a little wide there.
Well, I thought after that great shot, he was going to just back away.
Yeah, you know, it looked that way. Now, that right there, I think that was just a poor choice of attack for that particular 8 ball. He was shooting it up the rail, and you could see he played it with outside English, and he threw it away from the pocket. Threw it away from the pocket there.
Run had a little scare there. He scratched a few times in that side pocket. He got a little scared. Now he gets up from the shot, which is smart. He gathered himself there because his heart rate's still probably going watching that.
Run looking to bring it within one.
And he ginned it.
And he does.
We got a set.
You can hear the guys saying, hey, Run's making a comeback here.
After that 8-ball he fired, a lot of the rail has seen this before with this young man.
And both of these guys are very, very capable.
Just 5. We did just 5 right now. It's a possibility, Terry.
All right. Run's ready to break him off.
And we are within one game here, Kev. This is
ball game.
This is a ball game for sure. This is kind of reminiscent of Mr. Clyde Mata and Mike Pettit.
Yeah, that one as well.
That was a very, very tight game. Clyde ended up pulling that one out
both times.
Both times on the hill, which was pretty sick to be able to repeat that type of victory. But, I mean, that's just how it went.
Run
not going to like that.
Thin. Hit down a little thin. Yeah, I referenced Joe D and Mike Minicello, how Joey had built the lead on Mikey, and Mikey came all the way back to take that one. But Clyde the same way. Both times Mike jumped out to a lead on him. All your action matches have been pretty close, except for maybe a couple. I mean, there were one or two where, you know, that day it wasn't the other guy's day, you know.
I mean, to be honest, if they weren't close, I wouldn't book them.
No, I don't believe it.
You know, if there's a match, you know, there's a ton of people that ask for matches, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
But unless I feel that it's a very close match and that they fall in those guidelines of, hey, I'm an active player, hey, I'm going to act like a gentleman, hey, I'm not going to yell and complain and slam my stick. If they fall in that category, then yeah, you got action.
Yeah.
You know, I'll put you guys out there, but if it's not a close match, like, hey, let me steal from this guy on this. Yeah, guess what? You want to go try to get the guy in a game? Go ahead, but
look.
Not happening with me. Not with me.
Table number 7,
Oh, another great save from Matt Rezendes right there. He was looking to run the rack out, got a little offline there, and he put, I wouldn't call this Alcatraz, but it's definitely Attica.
Mark LaLiberty, Kevin Puchin in table 7.
This is maximum security jail right here. This is tough.
Wow, he is on there.
He's in.
He is on there.
He's in jail. He's looking at one rail kick, maybe two. But either way, that 5-ball is going to be exposed. Playing a little inside to try to hold it, and he missed it with the 2-rail kick.
Wow, we are getting tighter.
Great shot by Matt Rezendes there. That he earned ball in hand.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And as we were saying before, I mean, that was really going to be his strong suit. He's going to be the mover, the safe player. He's going to try to maintain control in that aspect. And Run's strong suit is just pocketing those balls, just hitting them dead center and watching them roll right in. But
5 to the 7. Sorry, excuse me, 6 to the 7. The angle on that's going to be paramount because you got to get pretty straight on that 8. Oh, wow. I'm thinking way too far ahead. I'm sorry. Again, you can't take anything for granted on table 1, especially with the magnitude of the set that these Division 3 guys are in. Wow. I did not expect that from Matt. I did not.
You know, honestly, I don't think that was, like a mechanical error or whatever. I feel like it's still just a slight adjustment that, you need to take on particular shots as far as the sliding cloth goes. Like that was almost the same type of shot that Run missed earlier. He hit the ball, he's square on, and you see it just kind of twist itself before it starts to roll. There's not enough friction to hit the ball that way. You can't really drill them. They don't grab right away, so. Nicely executed. I think he's just going to draw back just a bit. Not going to get too fancy here. Also, if you are tuned in on the stream, if you are in the app there, we'd love to hear from you again. Let us know who you are, where you're from, what you're thinking of the stream, what you think of these players. Just tell us something, good, bad, whatever. We don't mind. Let us know what you're thinking.
Oh, that side pockets. Oh, wow. I thought that looked weird. Sure, he's breathing a little easier here because that one took a skewed roll. Matt, go on the hill. Come on, there
he nails it. And the crowd showing the love.
The room reacts.
He's maintaining that 2-game lead now.
Matt takes a quick break. Looks like he's going to the men's room.
All right, we got some action in the chat here. Come on, guys. I know these guys are your friends, but that was taking the lump. I'm not sure what that exactly means. Maybe you could elaborate.
What do you say?
And then we still got Jeff DeRosa. Yes, Matt is definitely showing something tonight. Absolutely. So we got a short break from Mr. Matt Rezendes.
Taking a lump, is that like swallowing like an apple, like a choke reference?
Honestly, I have no idea.
It could have been. I mean,
I'm not sure.
I'm sure that the pressure's tightening up, but
I'm not sure what it means, but to be honest, it doesn't matter. These guys are giving it their all, and we're enjoying the show. So, trying to see what we got there. We're at 10 games to 12. Matt Rezendes leading by 2 games in a race to 13. So, Run's going to have to put something together here. He's going to have to win 3 in a row.
Matt needs 1. I mean, if you break it down brass tacks. And the way Matt's been playing, how conservative he's been rolling, and the way he's been separating the balls, and then doing the 3-ball runouts, and really not trying to do too much. I mean, it's if he stays true to form without something really impressive from Run here, he may just take this down tonight.
And on table number 6, Brian Chase, Andrew Tankerley. Brian Chase, Andrew Tankerley. That's on table 6.
Now Matt's breaking here on the hill, and he makes the wing ball. This will take the promo down.
He's got to look at the table here.
Oh yeah, he's got to look at the one. He made the wing ball. Got to look at the one, but the key to the rack here is obviously the 247 there. Looks like he's going to play the 1 and put the scoop behind the 2.
Yeah, he can see the 2 ball. I mean, getting out of there is another story, but
well, he might play into the 4, and if he does, he could open this whole rack up for himself. Well,
it's okay. I mean, he can go up the table and roll back into him if he's trying to play aggressive here, but...
And that hasn't been his style. It looks like he may play the 3. They come down to look to safe from behind the 7, like a 2-rail, like bump the 4 out of there and stick kind of shot. Yeah, that could definitely be on his mind here. He could bank it, but then that doesn't leave you anything for the 6. This, I don't know. We'll see what he does. Looks like he's gonna finish. Well, that's a good shot. Run, wasting no time looking.
Hey, he's getting anxious. I mean, he really needs to put something together. I mean, his back's against the wall. I mean, he says, hey, I got to do something here. And he's going to leave him the shot. Not sure what he's going to do with it here, but he left it.
Good catch, guys. Two more to get there.
Oh, what a shot.
Right here. Right at the seat.
Cut that right down the rail. I left a lot of distance here with the 6. There's still work to do here to get to the 7, but with the 2-game lead, you might see him take a real aggressive swing at this.
And honestly, I don't see the problem going at it. He's got that nice smooth stroke, so
the only problem is hanging it, but
he doesn't whack at things though. You know, he hits them nice and smooth. He tries to maintain control.
Yeah, but he missed that one a little bit.
But you see the way he went about that.
Yep.
He could have came out safe there, you know, but a lot of players, they'll take a shot like that and they'll just whack at it, trying to get over to above the 7 and just completely sell out completely.
Right, and even if he makes the ball, he's still looking to play another safe there. He's going ball at a time, and he's been doing that most of the set.
All right, let's see it run.
And nope, he misses and leaves him pretty great.
I think he left him a good angle there too.
Yeah, he left him great. Yeah, and that's been the story of the match. Like Matt has been controlling the action, putting run in these positions where you either got to come with a save or come with a shot, and Run hasn't really answered the bell. Could be closing time, sir.
He can smell it. He's looking good.
That's good. That's Matt Rezendes, ladies and gentlemen. That straight in 9-ball to win the cash. Ship the cash. And Matt Rezendes defeats Run Zhu 13-10 here at Snookers Live, Table 1.
All right, fantastic shooting by both parties. Fantastic shooting. Props to Mr. Rezendes for taking it down. And going to see if I can get Mr. Rezendes in
the booth.
Yeah, why not? Get a little interview. Talk to him about his strategy.
For his perspective on the match and everything. We just want to see what happens.
Can we give it up one more time for our two players in the action match? Run, Zhu, Matt Rezendes. Great battle, boys. That's some better work.
All right, again, we're gonna see if we can get Mr. Rezendes up here to give us a little bit of his mind, see what he's thinking, see how he felt about everything. So bear with us just a few minutes.
Well, Mike, before you talk to Mike, I'd like to say thank you for having me.
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. We really appreciate you being in here with us, giving us your insight and letting us know how you feel.
A happy Thanksgiving to you and your family.
Oh, thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy your holiday with you and yours.
I will. And to everybody listening, again, happy Thanksgiving, and I hope you enjoyed the match, and look forward to seeing you around the pool scene, whether here, there, or anywhere. I'm gonna take off. I got some bills to pay.
I know what you mean, man.
Yeah, brother.
All right, Kev. Thank you very much, my friend.
Thank you, brother.
All right, we see Mr. Rezendes, our winner of tonight's action match. He's heading this way. We're going to see if we can get just a couple of words, see what he wants to say, see how he feels about everything. The room definitely showing some respect to these guys. All right, here we go. Welcome Mr. Matt Rezendes. Congratulations, Matt. How you doing, bro?
Excellent, man. Excellent. I appreciate you getting me up here in the booth.
Absolutely. So what can you tell us about the match? How did you feel out there? And, what was going through your head there in the racks? I mean, just give us your insight. What happened there?
I feel like I shot well overall. Couple minor mistakes, but a lot of getting used to the table. I think I have a table at home, and this thing is completely different. And playing in your tournaments, I once in a while get on it, but coming out here and playing Run, I mean, he's a hell of a player, and I just knew I had to stick some good safeties and
absolutely
keep making him earn his racks. I didn't want to give any up, and he earned a couple of them off a couple safes, and it was fun, man. I had a blast.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. We were speaking before about the difference of your styles of play, and it seemed like the majority of the match he was playing your style of game, and we just felt that the momentum and the rhythm of the games was really just catering to your style, going not at that super fast pace, and you were just staying cool, calm, collected, nice and smooth the whole time. And we were as on the outside looking in, we were seeing it as hey, this is favoring Matt's style of play, and Run needs to try to change up that pace to try to get his game out there. But throughout the whole match, you kind of just you kept your pace and maintained control. So would you agree with that? I mean,
no, absolutely. I mean, he seemed like when he started coming back, because I gave up a couple games, I had a decent lead.
Yeah, he brought it back to 10-11 at one point. That was pretty good on his part. But
and I think he started getting back into his rhythm, but I just kept sticking with it. I got a lot to learn in this game. A lot of guys here playing here in your tournaments helped me out a lot. I mean, this is my I've been playing for like 5.5 years, 9-ball for 3 years now, so it's new to me. I love it. I try to play as much as I can, and I learn from anything. I learn from watching him play. I learn from watching you play. Everyone in here. A lot of great people in here, and a lot of fun. But I got to give it up to Run because he's a hell of a player.
Yes, he is, and
he shoots consistently great.
We're definitely going to see some more Run's game. But we're hoping to see you again sometime soon on the stream. Is it in your cards to see you on the stream again? I mean, we're going to see you out here again?
Absolutely. I don't mind playing. When we set this up, I was glad to do it, and again, I just like to play. So whoever wants to play, and if we can play, get a good game, and that's all I want. I knew it was going to be a good matchup. I didn't think it was going to be a blowout either way.
Personally, I called that as the score, 13-10 in favor of someone.
Did you?
You know, I said 13-9 the most, but probably 13-10. I said someone's going to get a little momentum somewhere.
Right.
But you know, that was the score I called. I was pretty happy that it hit just like that.
Definitely.
But I couldn't call the match. I didn't know who was going to win.
No.
Half the people I spoke to, they're like, "Hey, Matt's going to, you know, crush it," and then the other half is saying, "Nah, Run's got this in the bag. There's no chance." You know, so when you hear those things, you know it's going to be nice.
And that's all I heard. You know, it's funny. I'm not a big talker. I'm just going with it and going with the flow and playing. And you block out the noise. I hear everybody, you know, picking their person. I knew it wouldn't be a blowout either way.
Yeah, it was going to be a battle. You guys definitely battled out there. Well, Matt, congratulations. Thank you very much for you know, giving us a couple of words. Hopefully we'll see you again soon.
Awesome. Definitely look forward to seeing the stream and seeing how I shot.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm going to get that up there pretty soon for you.
But hey, Ship the Cash is doing things. I appreciate everything, man.
Absolutely, Matt. And I want to hear you tell me to ship the cash, because I got some cash here for you.
Ship the cash, buddy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is all
absolutely.
for you,
that.
man.
Ship the cash, buddy. Thanks a lot, Mike.
Absolutely, Matt. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Matt Rezendes, for joining us. Thank you, Run Zhu, for participating in this match. Great player there. I'm sure we're going to see more from both of these guys. But in the meantime, check out shipthecash.com. Let us know what you think. We got a lot of cool things coming up. And, of course, we love to see you guys down here at Wednesday night action over at Snookers. So we'll catch you next time at the Ship the Cash live stream. Thank you very much.